Trap up in TNN, trap this over. Trap this over. We back in this thing, like cracking this thing, back in this thing, like cracking this thing. Said we back in this thing, a thing. We back in this thing, a thing. So we back in the same, like cracking this thing, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. We got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe for more content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. That knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that, tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good. Tap in. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and make sure you hit that good subscribe button. You feel me? Tap in with that, tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? We got a good one, man. DJ Academics just called out Rat 100. He said that you always telling somebody what they should have did, how they should have acted. You told Rockstar you should have got cracking. What about when you got knocked out at that concert and Nipsey bodyguard knocked you out? Academics just brought that up. It's finna get tricky. Better find a mop that's getting sticky in this chick. You feel me, man? Man at the Garden Freestyle is out now. And please don't touch my, it got a body on it, is out now too. So get into that if you ain't got into that. But we finna slide right into this content without no further ados or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
WACK, you wouldn't do that. What? WACK, to that and didn't say, what the fuck are you talking? He actually thought about it. I'm like,
and for the
record, WACK is convinced. WACK.
I'm down to explore all angles on this.
Yo, WACK, I knew you was diabolical when you told that nigga Rockstar to say, if that shit had happened to me, what you should have did was go to the car, go get your shit. You know what I mean? You a Crip, right? Should have been no more burgers sold.
Burger stand shut down.
Yo, Eddie, he sat there and listened to that and didn't say, what the fuck are you talking? He actually thought about it. I'm like,
and for the record,
WACK is convincing this nigga to crash out.
No, I'm not.
If I could convince my enemies to crash out, that's great.
Bro, that's not convincing. That's reminding the person what the rules are when you sign up for this unauthorized.
WACK, you wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that. And this is where Academics crashes out on him right here. I'm just let it play.
What?
WACK, you're not doing that. WACK, you have kids, you're up millions of dollars. If someone had a okay, all right. And I hate to bring it up. I hate to bring it up. The whole thing that happened when they claim that Rolling Loud, some guy tried to step you over Nipsey. You didn't shut Rolling Loud down.
I was right.
You didn't shut Rolling Loud down. You know what? All you did, let me play this real quick. I got to. Y'all know what clip I'm gonna play. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. We rich trappers. Hold on. No, that's not it. Blood J-Rock knocked me out. Right here.
We gotta get out.
There you see WACK. There you see WACK not shutting down Rolling Loud. There you see WACK not doing anything after getting knocked out. You feel me? So yeah, there's that. Whatever. But let's keep going.
Loud down.
I was right there.
Hold on, bozo.
Adam said I was right there. Hilarious.
You wouldn't do that.
What?
WACK, you're not doing that. WACK, you have kids, you're up millions of dollars. If someone had a okay, all right. And I hate to bring it up. I hate to bring it up. But the whole thing that happened when they claim that Rolling Loud, some guy tried to step you over Nipsey. You didn't shut Rolling Loud down.
I was right there.
Hold on, bozo. The nigga ran.
All right, but you could have shut it down.
But what did he actually do to you?
He swung and missed and ran.
Okay.
This the great Rick Rock told you that.
Lies. You just said he knocked you out.
And when we brought Rick Rock in here, Rick Rock was right there, right? If you go look at that episode, he said I was right there. Dude swung, missed, and ran.
We just heard you say he knocked you out.
This is when I knew they hated me. Any nigga that swing, miss, and runs, you don't praise the nigga running. He ran.
Oh no, they hate you. Well, that's why I don't like how you get my man trapped, because the reason why your name
playing games, he got to get like that because Trap gonna stand his place.
Hold on.
We on the West Coast, bro. We are on the West Coast.
Right. The reason why your name jumps off the page. The reason why your name jumps off the page when people are looking through the indictment is like, they're like, oh, these niggas really, like, your name comes up so much in how much they hate you that's like newsworthy. right? Now, if he added context and say WACK was lying.
You telling me, okay, well, listen, Big U
yeah.
was fucking his son,
bruh,
Jabari.
What?
Baby Huey.
So he's like, sorry, stop saying that, bro. Academics is like, bro, shut up. Like, Academics is sick of WACK, and I'm willing to wager after this, it's gonna be a lot less conversations with WACK. Academics is falling off of him. He's like, bro, you're corny. I'm not fucking with you. I can see Academics slowly losing respect for WACK. He's like, man, just shut up saying that. Don't nobody care. What we know is the truth. You're avoiding. You just making up these stupid ass lies.
Now, if he added context and say WACK was lying.
You telling me, okay, well, listen, Big U was fucking his son,
bruh,
Jabari.
What?
Baby Huey's baby mama.
Okay. I'm glad that sentence
continued. Hold on. And let me put a little more to it.
Y'all about to get a cease and desist.
No, we're not, because we got the content. We're going to bring her out to work. Let me put a little more on it.
Adam's not doing that.
And
Adam, you bringing that? You doing that?
Watch this.
Y'all in L.A.
No, we bring her on.
When I leave, I'm leaving them all.
Check this out. Check this out. Not only was he having sex with his baby mama, y'all ready for this? We're not talking about when she became the baby mama.
You got to tell the story on Flash.
He was also doing it when she was babysitting baby Huey. So she was 16.
You let the story run?
This is a fact.
Big use your man. Big use your man.
Yo, Vlad, you know I like...
So now you trying to say that he was a PDF file? Barnacle.
Bets. You got a bet? 10 racks?
I'm not saying it's
true. Hold on, Vlad, would you let the story run?
I'm definitely not going to bet.
We got anybody got a bet?
Definitely
Track?
not gonna bet.
I ain't done my homework.
On Vlad TV, no, I wouldn't run.
Okay. See? And
we got a bet?
There is discretion.
Anybody got a bet?
I don't know, Big U. I don't know what's going on.
You want to bet? Remo, you want to bet?
I don't want no part.
You know she called in last week. Anytime somebody's on the phone with one of us and calls in while I'm on No Jumper, you know we got the content.
We got the work.
Only thing I don't like what WACK is doing, like, I get it. Like, all your all your street ops, you have realized that. Here's the thing. The LA scene of gangsters all want to get to podcasting because that's where they're seeing money at, and they're seeing how WACK is dominating that, even though I don't think WACK gives a fuck about making money off of that.
But okay, as part of the overall narrative, a lot of people are looking at LA like the most obvious example of a gang subculture community, et cetera, that has basically been taken over by podcasting, in which everybody's just sort of telling on each other, and they're looking at this current Rico as basically the
who told on who? Wait, nobody told on nobody in that Rico but his own people and himself. Big U not tell on himself on the wiretaps.
That's right, but here's the
show.
Yo,
like, what we
but it don't help that anything that might have been overlooked, you make sure you yell loud enough and magnify that they didn't overlook it.
Talking about.
Hey,
nobody
listen,
told on the
for an outside of LA, you know, viewer, and everybody knows the only place or the biggest place, obviously shout out to the Fig Community and everything.
No, that's the only one.
But the biggest place for like LA, or West Coast hip hop coverage, it is No Jumper.
Academics slid the Fig Community shout out there.
Thank you.
The thing is, I thought y'all niggas was capping because I'm like, how nobody catching no phase? I'm not seeing nothing happening. The thing with Chicago, we see less talk and more action. Over here, we just saw like, all right, this is your 20th episode. I ain't gonna lie, I was like, yo, how the hell WACK work at the same building with like two niggas he don't like, and he ain't meeting for 2 years? How does that work?
We got respect. We keep
and then now, after the indictment drop, I'm like, oh shit, this shit's real.
The schedule.
I'm like, now I want to tap in even more.
Listen, bro,
because it's real.
Let me, because
this is indictment podcast.
You're not finna do that to the West Coast, right?
Indictment
podcast. For one,
for real, I like it.
There is no podcast on the West Coast that is the voice or face of the West Coast. It's real power ruined, real cripping.
You're not a part of none of that.
Hoovering, blooding, Sudanioing on the West Coast. Those streets is a whole nother jungle. This right here, right, is corporate West Coast in its own sense and own way. If I was out there doing dirt, I wouldn't be here at all. It's stupid. Now, if you doing dirt in the streets, then you shouldn't be here. And if you are here, you should find your alter ego and become them while you're here. You shouldn't be that guy that's doing the dirt in the streets. So you're not going to water down my coast like that.
Yeah. And I see 4 extras come up here and get locked up like every week after.
You just trying to make a point to get off the fact that you be on Flu Flammery, Skullduggery, and larceny.
That's the stuff he does outside here, for the record.
I have a voice out here on the West Coast.
Yo, I'm toting the hood.
But he never talks about doing anything illegal in the streets, even though anybody who's looked into his record knows he's been a part of some crazy shit. He talks about beating people up in jail.
is not a representation
I hear you on Vermin.
of what our streets
Vermin.
Oh, is that
Vernon.
I said it wrong?
Vernon.
Oh,
Vernon.
my bad.
It's not a representation of what our streets are. Our streets is a total different world. 85% of the people in those streets don't even know how to find your page.
Okay. Vlad's taking off.
Vlad.
Vlad is like, yeah, I'm cool with this.
Hey, this is a Fendi-approved podcast. You and him both sponsored, huh?
Hey, no, my man Vlad be.
It's
like
the
that?
first time I've actually seen Vlad on the West Coast. We're East Coast linkers. We went out to dinner last time.
He feels more comfortable out here. That's why he
yeah.
got his hair tied back.
Yo, I think Vlad is like in between us three. Like you're closer. I think you're definitely closer with Vlad than you're closer with me. I'm closer with him than I'm closer to you.
I probably talked to him more than you.
Oh yeah. We went out to dinner. Like Vlad's my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think this is so dope how everyone comes together and no one's competing.
Right.
Nah.
None of us have ever competed with each other on any level. We've all been supportive.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because we all got different lanes.
While all the radio personalities and all the corporate stooges are like at war with each other and us. They all hate us because we're basically doing a way better job independently of what they want to be doing.
Adam, have you thought about this? Like, Hot 97, Power 105 were like radio beef. Yeah. Like this week, everybody, like I see you guys with 16,000 viewers. Lit. I like it. In the radio world, it would be like, fuck those guys. Instead, we're all here like, yo, let's get in on this.
Yeah.
Let's get in on the Rico.
This is ground zero.
Get my ass in there.
Yeah, man, but this is dope, man.
Listen,
thank you for inviting me.
No,
when I seen Loose Cannon up here, we hadn't even talked, right? Mm-hmm. But I didn't hate. You know what I did? I called in and added to it. The numbers jumped. Like this is.
I called in and made him confess more crimes on camera and got him put up out of here.
This is my home, so I'm not. Both they like. I'm reading the comments. Adam has WACK punching at the air. No, you don't. I'm gonna do my part.
And WACK
call in and add to it.
WACK showed up. I was interviewing Reggie Wright Jr.
Yep.
He just popped up at the end.
He did the Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh, he didn't do the tricking and shit. Hey, by the way, one of the best things I think, again, I don't think any of us facilitated really, but you guys not seen, like, because me and you, we locked in early. You and Adam locked in early, but I remember every time, Vlad's name came up, and I was like,
all right, man, we up out into the next one. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's Free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We go. What's the deal, y'all? Sharp up at NTN and Travelers Network. We back the same, like cracking the same. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content we got going on here at TNN Travelers Network. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. For more of this good content we got going on. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Big dog, tap in with that. Tap in to make sure you're in fact tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Tap in with that. Tap in to make sure you're in fact tapped in with that good tap in and everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. You feel me? News you can use. That knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. We need y'all to go ahead and get into that Man at the Garden freestyle. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it and fairy tales.
Picking and choosing, nigga. Dead homies, you niggas want to have something to say about me? On the dead homies, I really boogie down on. Man, stop playing with me. Nigga, I don't give that energy up here. Bro, I'm the boogeyman. You niggas know. You bitch ass niggas from the hood that keep talking. Y'all know why y'all talking, cuz the boogeyman spoke, nigga. And y'all scared, nigga. You niggas want to do shit on camera. But it's over with. I ain't finna keep going up, nigga. But the energy is what it is, cuz. And on the dead, I'm sending the link to cuz.
Cut the lights, I'm the motherfucking boogeyman. No mask, 30 shots in his hoodie, man. Big chop, no semi, this a fully, man. Short strap with a stock when I pull it, man. This chop get cracking on God. My relics get cracking on God. Finger broke, still taking off face. Scary nigga better get on your chop. I do my due diligence if ever it's a fade. And I ain't never ran from shit except the motherfucking chunks. I done knock these niggas out of brace phase away. Do the shoot off of the races, the police get behind the commissary programming, take a phase and account, doing burpee counting days. I remember that without the single father with your feet, say a prayer after bed. Hitting this with J Rock in here, hut you for a bounty. Gunshots, this shit get messy. Catch a hot one, nigga, don't test them. Dead homies, it's whatever niggas wanna be. Shots fired, man, down your baby in the street. Tell your baby if you tripping, whoop him on his feet. Turn your baby to a vegan if he on the beef. Early chain nugget, earrings, I'm a joint socking nigga in his mouth. Sure, he got the point. I'm trying to be a better man. I know my kids watching game banging drive-bys. That won't be my kids' problem. Hard love on this side, so I've never been an option. Niggas all really my sons, and I see my kids off. I remember lunch tickets, niggas on the bus tripping, running phase at the bridge. We was making dumb missions, see a nigga stomped out. He was all in blood business. Right there is when I learned how to catch cuz slipping. Cut the lights, I'm the motherfucking boogeyman. No mask, 30 shots in his hoodie, man. Big chop, no stimmy, this a fully, man. Short strap with a stock when I pull it, man. This chop get cracking on God. My reallys get cracking on God. Finger broke, still taking off face. Scary nigga better get on your job. No mask, 30 shots in his hoodie, man. Big chop, no stimmy, this a fully, man.
Shop up in NT and then trap. Don't keep back the same, like cook cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. We was trappers. We tapping in, man. I had a long day of content. Y'all see them bags under my eyes, man. I gave y'all 14, 15 pieces yesterday up late, giving y'all the latest and the greatest of this news you use. This knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Big dog tapping with that tapping. Make sure. Trappers, we back in the same, like cracking the same, back in the same, like cracking the same. Said we back in this thing. We back in this thing. You feel me? We're Trapper tapping in, man, here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, good knowledge, You can't get in nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that tap in. Make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. Tap entertain. Make sure you tap inward, not inward, because you're a racist. I mean like inward within your soul. Tap inward with everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. Now you can't get nobody's college, big dog. 25,000 subscribers. We getting away $100, man. Make sure I get into that. If you ain't got into that, man, at the Garden Freestyle out now. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it, fairy tales, and we just dropped Boogeyman featuring Bricc baby out now on all streaming platforms. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Make sure you tap in with that tap in. We finna slide over here to this good Kantiana, man. This is a big story, big story. They're saying that allegedly, and this is from Toxic Media, Big U unalived Nipsey's best friend. It was hella good. What's the deal, y'all? Rich Shepherd. You said what? No. Oh man, no, that's how I go. Hey, look, you working your fast. I'm working my chorizo and eggs. All right, let me do this video. My bad, y'all. She eating fruit. I mean chorizo. We finna jump into this Kantiana, man. I ain't finna hold y'all through no intro. Y'all just heard too much of my personal business, so I'm finna go ahead and slide into the right into this. We back to say like allegedly, both the Fats, man, nothing but love for you. He was a blessing while he was here. Taught me a lot of great things, and he showed me a lot about this jewelry game. He's the one who actually taught me about gold, the value of, and how to maintain my gold and all kind of stuff like that. So I want to say big love, big respect, big condolences to Fats. And I want to say that everything in this video, number one, is Toxic Media. It's not me. Don't get mad at me. Get mad at Toxic Media. If you want to go ahead and tap in with it, there go Toxic Media. Check in with him. But this is all alleged. None of this is proven. Nobody's been prosecuted or indicted on this. This is all what somebody on the internet think. These are not my thoughts and opinions. I'm just giving you all the news you can use and knowledge you can't get in college. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Best friend. Krusty? That was my celly in Lancaster, man. Me and him was porters, man.
Shout out to my nigga Krusty.
Lancaster building 2. Yeah. You know what we went through. You know,
got the old footage, man.
Shout out to my guy Krusty.
Be on there, man. Y'all gonna see Fats with big t-shirts. You know, it's change, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We growing.
Yeah.
Still going, man. It's a marathon, man. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
These two right here, man. Good brothers. Ned, you know, foundation.
Yeah.
This one.
To the outside world, Fat's death is a mystery, but allegedly the hood knows. And this is how the story goes. But before we begin, please like the video. But on this situation, Big U claimed his innocence.
They say, y'all, you know, it's another new one too. I got into it with Fats. Let me give y'all the information on it. I ain't never got into it with Fats. Fats is my little homeboy. Ever in my life, me and Fats ever got into it with nobody. Never. So, you gotta figure that one out anyway. So, all that telling y'all stupid for listening to any of that. But y'all been listening and responding to this here for the last, 6-7 years. Why you gonna stop? No, longer than that. Y'all was accusing me, and I ain't even do. That was funny. I wasn't even in town. So figure that one out.
Oh, we gonna figure it out, Big U. You can't bully us through the internet. That's that. If you figure it out.
You can't bully us through the internet, it's Barnacles.
You did look. Well, since the FBI is on your ass, we gonna figure it out. And we only getting the story from Real 6-0s. Shout out to Lil Rosé. Go subscribe to him right now. But this is how the story goes. When Nipsey Hussle first got out of his contract with Big U wasn't happy. They tried everything in their power to sabotage Nipsey Hussle's career. First, by going to the studio and ripping out all the equipment.
Right. Then when I decided my son come home from college, he want to do music. Right. So I'm like, okay, when we get the equipment, we're going to put it somewhere where we can all get to it.
This journey? Yes. There's rumors Nipsey and Big U got into a fight. I was overseas when I heard about that.
When I left the music industry, me and Nipsey had a fallout. He had my equipment, and I wanted to use my equipment. He got mad because I got my equipment back. So then that's when our conflict started. I ended up getting the equipment back and said, I'm going to move it right here at my shop on 43rd and Crenshaw. And then everybody can get there all the time. Then you can get to it when you want to. So
but that didn't stop Nipsey, though. He was the hardest working man in the hood, recorded enough songs for the next few mixtapes. And some of the recorded songs were hits with the Compton Blood named YG. They decided to shoot a music video for one of the songs. First in Compton.
Hey, we got Neighborhood Nip in the treetop. Hey, all that bullshit, man, with Nip. Ask me if Nip a real nigga, where he at? See, right here, man. And we 400 blocks sprucing. Every Nip guy I got.
And during the shoot, Nipsey got a call. The back door was ordered on Nipsey Hussle by Big U. But instead of filling the order, Nipsey had so much love, they gave him the heads up. Nipsey's team didn't arrive yet. Called the team, tell them turn around, head to the Marathon store. Then YG called, where you at? We gotta finish the shoot. This song's a hit, guaranteed. That's when Nipsey told him, you know what? Come down to the hood. Let's shoot it down here instead. They can't backdoor me down here. And YG went on his way.
Get it in, huh? Video shoot. Just read up the mixtape. Yeah, on the way.
If you don't know what video shoot that is, that's the bitches, the Bees Ain't Ish song with Tyga, Nipsey Hussle, and YG. It was controversial because number one, that's when Tyga was riding around with T-Rail and he was banging Fido's Hoover, and there was a lot of Hoovers disrespecting the neighborhood Crips in that video. But Nipsey wasn't in that scene. So, and then here goes the thing about that too. Oh my God, a gang of Hoovers disrespect the neighborhood Crip. Not the most shocking thing that I've heard today. Of course they did. That's what they do. The Hoovers disrespected the neighborhoods. Of course they did. Duh. That's kind of like what goes on. That's to be expected. They said that started the issue, with, the power dynamic between those two gentlemen, and the DJ Khaled going into the 60s just fanned that flame.
Well, during the shoot, Big U and company came through, kicking down cameras, trying their best to stop it. After the shoot, while everybody was waiting for Nip to go back to his grandma's house, Big U was at the studio. Everyone else might have been intimidated by Big U, but not Nipsey. He went to the studio and called Big U out, like, what's up, why you hating? Big U started complaining, like, you bringing the red rag to the hood. And I heard you made a diss song about me, Nip. Nipsey told him straight up, yeah, it is about you.
That's when they got upset, and he made the song. I don't rap.
That song never came out.
It did come out.
It did come out?
It did come out.
Oh.
It wasn't never pushed as a
The diss song is You Don't Got a Clue
song, but it came out, and I don't rap, I scrap. And this is my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? This is my land. This is my piece of rock. I fought for the gang, gave this up, and I'm still here every single day. He ain't like that. He's supposed to make a diss song about me. But I ain't no rapper. I'm a scrapper.
Then Big U threw a water bottle at Nipsey Hussle's face. Nipsey wasn't having it. Big homie, let's go outside. You know what time it is. Let's run this lap.
Big U went out there like he was about to mail in the victory. He just knew he had that one. Dead homies. Bro, went out there stretching on that old MMA, mixed martial arts stuff. But that did only work in the mirror. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Ask anybody. Ask the front hoods. Man, Nip maxed this dude out. Walked him up out of there until Bear Claw say, bro, you don't need to be fighting this young dude. Tiny Draws, get out there. Nip gave him what he wanted also.
Yeah, so basically, let's get this straight. So, Nip
Here this idiot go snitching again.
had an altercation with him in the studio or whatever. Big U was like, "Is this song about me?" He was like, "Yeah, it's about you, cuz." So Big U threw the water bottle at him, right? So he was like, "We're gonna have to go downstairs and get down, right?" So they in the middle of the street. And Nip kept just bouncing around. You get what I'm saying? Not trying to get hit or whatever, trying to fire on him. So he was like, all right, cuz I'm going to have like my little homies come because I don't have to win for this,
Big
right?
U started harassing the Marathon store until the infamous melee.
So we end up having to come talk about that. Pull up the homies, and Nip admitted it's wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way. Talking about my brother not going nowhere. If I was his brother, I'd have did the same thing. Like, you're not going nowhere with it. I would have did the same. But I mean, you're not from Sixties though. And you're not from the hood, so you can't really speak on hood business. And
so the next day, TD and them came and he was just doing some bull or whatever like that. So they try to come, Big U tell Nip, get in the car, you're gonna go on Bryanhurst and you're gonna get in, right? Black Sim like, you ain't taking my brother nowhere. You get what I'm saying? And he tried to pull him out the car. When he tried to pull him out the car or whatever like that, Nip looked over and he was like, listen, long as you don't, me, we good. So he was like, nah. So Fats, right? My homie Fats.
You're talking about another situation.
I'm talking about the same situation.
The situation has happened when Black Sam busted in the air.
No, he did bust in the air, but Big U tried to fire on Fats.
Fats put him on his pockets.
And then Fats put him on his pockets.
I got a call on that one.
He put him on his pockets, right? So, Fats is like 5'4".
Nip seen the play.
You got some fruit, yes. Come here. You took a good shower? Huh? You took a good shower? Yeah. Let me see. Let me smell you. You smell good. Hey. Thank you. Hey. Come here. Let me smell you again. Thank you, Walker. Huh? What did you tell your brother?
Thank you.
Come here. Come here. You smell so good. You want to say hi to the camera, don't you? Say, hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Say, I got to go eat my fruit. Show me apple. Show me apple. What's that?
An apple.
What color is an apple? What color is it? Red. So it's APPLE. How many letters are in the word apple? APPLE.
5.
Good job. If you have 5 and then you have one more, what would you have? You have 5, then we got one more. How much is that?
6.
Good job. See you later, Papa.
See you later.
Enjoy your apple.
And teed off on it.
Counting apples is hard. Don't worry about it.
Let's do it like football. Go. Teed off on.
Get a dog a bath.
On that man's side whining and broke out into an all-world melee. He walked.
All-world melee? Words are hard.
Walking this dude down. Dudes jump in, trying to pack him out. But here come Pops to the rescue with that bat. Whacker, 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 whacker. Ooh-wee knots all across Big U head.
I love when he says ooh-wee knots. That's hilarious. The ooh-wee knots is the funniest thing that he ever says.
But Big U team was having the momentum until Fast rode in hot.
jumped out, slammed Big U
That's when
against
Black
the wall.
Sand came out, pulled out the pistol, busted in the air trying to stop it. Somehow police arrived 30 seconds later.
How many fights I done had in this parking lot, I can't count, man. How many fights Fats had, my brother had, hey, we can't count. How many, incidents with the police right here? Let me show you something. So, if you look where Ant's standing right there, that's where my brother was standing. And if you look where, let me show you, stand about right here.
And I remember that incident when Big U and Nip had their situation. I ain't gonna say too much about it. You know what I'm saying? It was a crazy thing to witness. That's what I will say. It was a crazy thing to witness. It was a crazy thing to witness. That's what I will say. You had to be there. Had to be there.
This where the police was busting from. And police is trained shooters. Police don't miss. And, he busting like this in a full clip. And he didn't hit my brother at
Somehow
all.
Big U went in and went out. I guess the grid program is like a fast pass at Disneyland. Everything
So the grid program actually has nothing to do with that because he's actually being charged with stealing money from the grid program and misappropriations of funds. So the grid program actually has nothing to do with people snitching.
expedited.
It's what he feed me. Come to find out, Black Sam was off parole. Black Sam indeed had to bail out.
Notice, I don't trust anybody who has a cash money pendant that does not bling bling. Watch how that cash money pendant does nothing in the light.
Thing expedited.
It's what he feed me. Come to find out, Black Sam was off parole. Black Sam indeed had to bail out. Big U was the one that they let out. No strings attached. He turned into grid worker when all this hit the fan. He's got pulled over down the street.
The next night, they called a meeting. Both the feds called Big U out for the fade. Big U wanted no parts of it. And Big U, he can't live down embarrassment. He got to get you one way or another. What's the plan? Well, both the feds, he was running a weed shop. And Big U was extorting the weed shops. He couldn't extort fats, though, so he tried every way possible. First, by attacking the weed shops.
Right there.
It's so scary.
Put on lotion. It's in y'all bathroom. Before you put on lotion, you should clean out the tub because you don't want to put on lotion and then wet your hands because it feels weird.
Yeah, because the water's still draining.
Okay. It drains faster if you unscrew it. There you see a man allegedly taking some things that don't belong to him from a medical marijuana dispensary.
After he got to Fats by offering weed at a super discounted price. After a few deals, Fats got comfortable.
Until this one mysterious day, he get a call. I got some more flight, bro. Come outside. Man, they had security, so both the Fats in there in flip-flops and shorts. Marathon shirt. He comfy. Like chestnuts roasting over an open fire. He come outside in flip-flops, looking both ways, looking for this dude. Like, where he at? He said he right here on the corner of West Boulevard and 59th. Dude's still on the phone with him. Oh, you gotta walk to the corner. I'm right here on the corner. I parked over here. Dead homies. By the time he made it to that corner, he was ambushed. And that dude was the last one seen rolling off. Allegedly. Asked the trenches though. Man, the whole city was crying.
R.I.P. Fats, man. R.I.P.
Man, rest in peace to Fats, bro. Rest in peace to Nick. God bless both of those amazing souls. Those amazing men, man. God bless both of those dudes.
Nipsey, man, I don't think Nipsey was the same after this. And I really believe Nipsey only started rocking with Big U again because he was tired of dealing with the BS. Big U had too much power in the hood. But again, this is all alleged. But what's not alleged is I got proof of Cowboy backdooring Nipsey Hussle after his death. Give me 500 likes and I'll drop it ASAP.
Dang, toxic media. All right, man, we're about to the next one, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content on the red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free. Avenue Angel Tweets free. It was hella good. What's the deal, y'all? Rich Shepherd? You said what? No. Oh man, no, that's how I go. Hey, look, you working your fast. I'm working my chorizo and eggs. All right, let me do this video. My bad, y'all. She eating fruit. I mean chorizo. We finna jump into this content, man. I ain't finna hold y'all through no intro. Y'all just heard too much of my personal business, so I'm finna go ahead and slide into the right into this content, man. Shout out to Top Media TV. Top Media TV said Bricc Baby was being extorted by Big U. Let's get into this. Let's go.
What it do, man? So Big U has been shaking down Bricc Baby and taking his money, y'all. It's crazy because I never would have thought that Big U was extorting Bricc Baby. So in the Big U indictment, it goes on to say how Bricc Baby and somebody else had did a robbery. And so when Big U found about it, he wanted a cut. That's right. He wanted a piece of the pie. And Big U made a call to somebody to tell Bricc Baby to give him a piece. And Bricc Baby gave him $2,000 or $3,000. Now, Big U had said, I only got $2,000 right here. And pretty much Bricc said, hey, I thought I'd give you $5,000 or $6,000. So Big U pushed up on him again for a couple of more thousand. It's crazy, y'all, but check it out. Now, the only reason why Bricc...
On November 11, 2022, on another intercepted call, Mitchell, Bricc Baby, discussed above, Henley, Big U, coordinated how Mitchell would give Henley the proceeds from a robbery that Mitchell had committed. So basically, they saying that Bricc Baby hit a lick and he owed draw some money off the lick. Henley and Mitchell were talking about how much money should go to Henley. Then in multiple intercepted calls and text messages, Henley talked with Blatton and Robertson to help Henley collect from Mitchell's associate. Talking about Mitchell, Blatton said they robbed a ninja for some ish. Goodness gracious, Bricc Baby.
Bricc Baby was caught in this indictment, and the only reason why, for the most part, is because of this particular wiretap conversation. And it goes on to say on November 11, 2022, on an intercepted phone call, Mitchell, who is Bricc Baby, and Henley, Big U, coordinated how Mitchell would give Henley the proceeds from a robbery that Mitchell committed. Henley and Mitchell were talking about how much money should go to Big U. Then in multiple other intercepted calls and text messages, Henley talked with Blanton and Robinson to help Big U collect from Mitchell's associate. Talking about Mitchell, Blanton said they robbed a nigga for some shit. So pretty much Bricc Baby.
Are you eating another apple? How many apples you ate today? 2? Okay. Can you go take it to the table?
Huh?
Can you take that apple to the table and out my office?
Daddy, what time should we go back?
At 8:30. It's 8:13 now. Are you ready to go to bed? But you just want them to go to sleep with you, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. You got 17 minutes. Can I get my door closed? Guess I'm gonna go ahead and just get up and close it myself.
He had committed a robbery. Then Big U gets on the phone with Bricc Baby talking about how much should go to Big U.
Y'all just see me get marked out by a 5-year-old. He left my door open and looked at me and just walked out. And I feel like I'm 100% sure that he heard me say, can I get my door closed? And I feel like he just kept walking because in his eyes, so what, nigga? What you gonna do about it? And obviously I'm not gonna do anything but get up and close the door. So yeah.
And then in other phone calls, Big U is talking about he's gonna send somebody to collect the money from Bricc Baby's homie. And pretty much they have robbed the nigga for something. I don't know what it is, but it seems like they robbed something of value.
It said that Big U coordinated with Zaire Mitchell, aka Bricc Baby, on how much Zaire would give Big U out of his proceeds from a robbery that he committed. So he was shaking Bricc Baby down. All that popping it. But this is why he was still allowed to participate in hood activities and claim the hood, bang the hood, do all this. He getting shaken down by the OG. So all them dudes, Don Bonelli, everybody that was calling him out, come to the hood, that shit didn't matter because he was paying his dues. As you should. I mean, that's what everybody does. That's what the G homies is looking for, especially from these young niggas. Anybody that's gonna get on here and debate that, you ain't never seen it, man. That's crazy. This is what happens, especially the younger generation, man.
Everybody know I'm fucking Bricc Baby.
Look, we about to
You want to arrest some dudes.
So,
and put them next to me. There was a dude who gonna have it.
Now we gonna read from the paperwork, and it goes on to say, so as Bricc Baby did a robbery, Big U was counting up the money, saying that it ain't nothing but 2 or 3 racks. Blanton responded, Bricc Baby said it was supposed to be between 5 to 7, man. Gotta make that call out to Bricc, man. On April 11, 2023, Henley, which is Big U, and Blanton again discussed an individual who was supposed to be robbed in the near future. Man, it's crazy, man. Seems like Big U was up on everything moving in LA.
Damn, Bricc. He put a battery in your back and then took the money out your pockets.
LA, whether it was from his hood, outside his hood, man, it's crazy, man. This dude really was greedy, y'all. I mean, he had enough resources to make legal money, which he was making a lot of legal money to take care of his family. But it seemed like he also wanted that little extra money, man, for I don't know what reason, but this dude was up on everything, man.
Down by the OG. So all them do all this, he getting shaken. So he was shaking Bricc Baby down. All that popping it. But this is why he was still allowed to participate in hood activities and claim the hood, bang the hood, do all this. He getting shaken down by the OG. So all them dudes, Don Bonelli, everybody that was calling him out, come to the hood, that shit didn't matter because he was paying his dues. As you should. I mean, that's what everybody does. That's what the G homies is looking for, especially from these young niggas. Anybody that's gonna get on here and debate that, you ain't never seen it, man. That's crazy. This is what happens, especially the younger generation, man. We seen what happened to Sucker Free over in Lennox. We seen what happened to Money Sign Suede. Y'all go.
Right, so all them videos where you had Rolling 60s members saying Bricc Baby can't come to the hood, he ain't gonna show up to the hood day and all that, that stuff don't really matter because he's paying his due diligence to his big homie, Big U, you know, paying him money. Whenever he does a robbery, whenever he does something, he come up on some money, he's gonna break bread with Big U, so he's protected, you know? Now, Bricc Baby, he's always strapped. No jumper, you know, and it's crazy because right before he was arrested, y'all, when he did the pod with Loose Cannon, I'm not sure if y'all seen it, but he was actually strapped. I'm gonna play out a little clip where he was strapped up.
What ain't true? Lou, how long I been telling you the nigga hot? You been telling me a long time, boy. You been telling me for a long time.
Am I lying? Wake that shit up.
Oh yeah, they was scared. They came on here talking heavy about WACK, but they ran off the stage like cowards.
They was coming too.
Bro, there's no way in this day and era, bro, you can be moving like that.
Wait, post a link on top because it's not working.
You say?
Was Armani involved? Did you say something like something with sex trafficking?
Armani, that's the taco truck bitch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you called a homie from Trap Kitchen. I asked him about it.
I don't think that the nigga from Trap Kitchen fucks with you like that, bro. I don't think that the nigga from Trap Kitchen is standing next to you, my nigga, for so many reasons. I'm not gonna speak for bro, but I don't think that that nigga's fucking with you like that. Called a homie from Trap Kitchen. I don't think that that's your homie from Trap Kitchen.
Called him 9 months ago. I said, hey, the bitch is hot. He said, WACK, that's the homegirl. I said, I don't give a fuck. Call the bitch. He calls the bitch. And you took the bitch. I said, honey, right? Now, I don't know what you're talking about. I say, Spank, you from Powerful, right? Right. Okay, my comrades from the other side, Crip niggas just called me from the Roller 100s and told me the bitch was over there sucking their dick, running her mouth. Call my phone right now.
She don't even like niggas like that. Like, that's crazy.
Said, dog, you called and told me, nigga. Now she right there. She number 19. She the 19 on the indictment. That's the bitch.
Hey, homies, I told you that.
Hey, yo, Wack. That whole hip hop undercover shit is all over that paperwork, Wack. I just read it, man. Why you think I get? Listen. Why you think I listen, bro? Listen to me. I've been around a long time. My number one first line of defense was never to do anything illegal. Huh?
That's not true. You were on a call saying that you gave guns to the Rolling 60s, but go on.
Yeah, phone been tapped. You been knowing it been tapped. The paperwork tell you Bricc baby phone is tapped. That nigga got caught with an AK June 23rd. Gemini, how long I been telling Bricc, bitch, where that AK case go? That's a fact. How many years I've been telling you? Man, bitch ass nigga, where that AK case go, nigga? You got caught with an AK June 23rd. They took the K. They come for the phone with a little paperwork party trying to look it up. Like, trying to find the case. I was there. Right? So you gotta understand, the exposure shit be real. Like, I got niggas that's all they do is digging. They give it to me and I'm the voice. Period. If I fuck with you, me and Jim and I got into it. I teased him a little bit, but I fucked with him. So I'm only gonna go so far. He ain't did no crazy.
You're not trusting no grown man who goes by the name of an astrology sign.
I
don't trust a grown man named Gemini, and I go for that nigga Taurus and that nigga Aries, and I damn sure ain't fucking with that nigga Sagittarius. Trust no grown man. Trust no grown man. Trust no grown man with an astrology sign as a name.
Playing with him with a little broad he liked, but he realized that this motherfucker right here.
Imagine a grown man walking up to you. What's your name? Cancer. Nigga, what's up with you, bro? What's up with you, bro? That nigga Capricorn be on some shit, don't he? Fuck around. Think of Pisces, boy. You tripping.
That's what lead this nigga up. They pull it. 19 people. Gonna be more. Yeah. Out of 19, another 10 gonna tell. We gonna probably end up with 35, 40 people.
Because I remember, because his two nieces came in here and they were saying that they don't got nothing real solid.
What niece?
Dana. Her name was Dana. One of them was Dana, and the other one. No, it was Dana. The other one was Dana.
Keita not gonna come in here because when me and Keita.
She already did.
Keita, if you ask Keita, when me and Keita was beefing, I hear Keita.
Wait, Keita didn't say that though. It was the other one. It was Dana.
I hear Keita when we was getting into it. I said, Keita, I raised you, little bitch, and you getting out of line with your mouth. I said, but listen, stay away from dude. He hot. Keita know if I say something to her to listen. And Keita coming in.
You know what's crazy? Keita's a fat, disgusting, sloppy liar too. All those things. And she a snitch. And it's crazy that she's an actual snitch, on paperwork snitch. We got that too if she ever trips, but whatever.
Right down and tell you that nigga.
And she false claim in the hood that she can't be around no more. Crazy word.
Told me that. Y'all ain't
think I'm lying? Ask Smack. Smack no.
Seen shit. You watch. They finna throw him under the bus now. Watch all the cooperating this nigga been doing. It's coming.
You think that's about to come out?
Nigga, everything finna hit the fan. It's coming, nigga. Nigga, he took down the whole New Jersey 60 card. We got that work. It's coming. It's coming. Nigga, ain't that nigga been out here working. He been hot, I think, since like first time he got caught with that gun is when he got hot. We can't get caught with guns and just go away. No court date down. What? Niggas going to jail. Niggas have been to jail for heinous crimes.
Especially you a fella. Wait, but there ain't no proof that Big U told you until everything is
Well, see, you gotta remember, we got all the Jersey work, right? We got all the Jersey work where we see him line all them niggas up. The grid program work been there, right? And if you listen to the audio, right? You listen to the audio, Lou? You play the audio for your people?
Yeah, you talking about with the FBI came out, the press conference. Yeah. No,
pay attention to what he's saying. See, he thought he was comfortable because he was working for an agency. That had nothing to do with the other agencies. And the fact he ain't turned himself in, that's why I tell a nigga, hey, listen, nigga, he wasn't where they thought he was going to be because he heard it on the internet. He would have been asleep. They took that nigga blood, 11 months ago. He thinking ain't nothing gonna come of it.
Man, I'll be in South America right now if I was. You don't need a lot of money to go to Panama. That's it. Cheap as fuck.
You need the resources. You need passports. You got to clear shit, bro. You got to be able to get down south.
I got back and forth on this shit before, man.
This is just a lot to do about nothing.
So I said stuff. I want them to know, and I don't say nothing. I kind of felt like I was cooperating with what the police wanted. Well, definitely. So I said stuff. So when I said something and let it go, they still went, yo, laughing. So which way was I? You ain't did that wrong. And if that nigga was smart, he would have hop, skipped, and boogie the fuck up out of there. Hey, bro, or prepare to something. Good shit.
They were so upset who the messenger was, they didn't pay attention to the message. The message, I was about to say that. Like, she gave you that information. You just asked a couple questions.
Yeah.
Get some clear understanding of what's going on.
Give me the information and say, I be saying to people, telling them, here, nigga. Because if I'd have just played it today after they got a nigga, it's like, damn, why you didn't tell a nigga, bro? What kind of shit is that? Crazy. So let's see if that thing is on up top. Hope the nigga turned it up or put on them track shoes, one of the two. I was, when I started letting it go, right? I knew why they was upset, but baby, shit, I am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I can't. People killings and shit like that. They'll let you sell out.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all can go watch the rest on Top Media TV. It's burning my ears to just continue to hear snitch talk. I'm about to the next one, though, man. Y'all know the deal. I'm finna go wash my eyes out with bleach after watching this and go pour acid in my ears. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free. I have no angel until he's free. I'll be back with new eyes and new ears. We gone. TNN Trap News Network. You back in the same, like cracking the same. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content that we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. More of this good news you can use. It's good knowledge, though. You can't get nobody's college. Big dog, tap in with this happening. Make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good. Tap in. We got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. You feel me? You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Chunky Gucci links. You see it. Nothing hollow. Solid pieces. Listen. Solid Gucci links. Don't worry about it. Gucci links are hard. Don't worry about it. Like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content on it, man. Tap in with the tap in to make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. We got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you give it that news you can use. Make sure you get into that knowledge you ain't finna get in nobody's college, big dog. We finna slide over here to Compton Rick Rock. Shout out to Compton Rick Rock. Why is it doing this? Shout out to Compton Rick Rock. We finna go over there what he got going on. We finna see what he got going on. What is going on? This is weird. Not really sure what's going on here. Hold on, let me do this like that. In the meantime, between time, man at the Garden freestyle. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it. Is out now. Tap in with that. Tap in. You ain't tapped in with that. Tap in. Fairy Tales out now. And today we dropped a new single, Boogeyman. It's me featuring Bricc, baby. So make sure y'all tap in with that. Free him. You feel me? But a new single with me and Bricc, baby. Out now, so make sure. My bad. That's a video of WACK getting beat up at Rolling Loud. Anyway, get into that. We're going to jump into this, man. Compton Rick Rock says Loose Cannon is about to be hit up with that good old Zorro while locked up in that pinta. Let's get into this. Let's go.
Heard him. No.
And I want to know who keep letting Compton Rick Rock on the top of this parking structure. Who keep letting this nigga do videos on his roof?
Yo, up, it's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV. It's a good Monday, a fresh start, and we about to get straight to the content. Everybody want to know what's going to happen to Bricc, baby, what's going to happen to Loose Cannon, and what's going to happen to 600. Well, I'm going to break it down to y'all, man. From the beginning, Bricc, baby, of course, he spoke a whole lot of nonsense that he had no business speaking on the internet. But one thing he never did do, and that was go against Big U. We never heard him go against Big U because he knows. He not like the rest of them that's trying to fit in. He said, you know what? I know how much influence the homie got. So I'm not going to go against him. As far as Loose Cannon, we have seen Loose Cannon get on the internet multiple times and call Big U Big Useless, Big Uterus, and all these other names, very disrespectful as far as you being for somebody's neighborhood because he was there before you was there. And you come on and bring on the nonsense only because you clicked up with somebody that was an enemy towards Big U. As far as 600, the same as well as him. The first thing, y'all was never ever supposed to side with a blood to go against
y'all was never supposed to side with a blood to go against a nigga from your own hood. If you ain't like him, you ain't like him. But you ain't have to side with no blood to go against him. You could have just been like, I don't like you. And that's that. You feel me? That's it like that.
Homeboys. Now the blood
and random. Diddy wins partial court victory as the majority of claims have been dismissed. Okay. Diddy went and got a little situation off. All right, Diddy. No Diddy.
Of course, Bloods, Power Rules, naturally, well, they know naturally, they are enemies. Point blank, period, regardless of how the times is. You see Bloods and Crips hanging out together. You see Power Rules and Crips hanging out together. That's fine, and that's cool. Glad that people have evolved, but at the same time, they are still enemies. They're going to ride with their side before they ride with a Crip, point blank, period. 600 went against his homeboys because his homeboy said this about him. He was supposed to keep that in-house. He was supposed to pull up over there, handle that with his homeboy, get that out the way. But instead, he sided with a Power Rule, a Blood, a Power Rule Blood, a Power Rule Bloods, which is WACK 100. He sided with him to go against his homeboy. He had that battery stuck up in his back, as well as Loose Cannon. They both did the same thing. Now, you hear these dudes say, the streets is dead. The streets is a myth. Nobody is going to do nothing. That's exactly why you see a lot of these dudes doing what they're doing. What I mean by that, you see a lot of these dudes on the internet. They on the internet, not in the streets, but on the internet, doing all this nonsense, doing all this talking, because
now look at them in jail with they dumb double.
They say nothing is going to happen. Well, let's just say if the streets is dead, and let's just say if the streets is a myth. When these guys go to prison, when these guys go to the feds, when these guys go to jail, this is exactly what's going to happen to them.
Hey, now when these niggas hit the penitentiary, they hit the jails and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be some strict politicking going on because you went against your homies, you went against your hood, you went against your section. It's going to get you GLY. You ain't got no alibi. It's ugly. Yeah, it's ugly.
Might not be somebody on the streets that's going to take the initiative and say, you know what, I'm fit to put a hole up in this dude. I'm fit to bust some holes up in this dude. But in that jailhouse, they are definitely going to put some holes up in them dudes. Now, Big U is not off the streets because they say he did all of this stuff. No, them people know when they see any black man with some power, they do not want him nowhere. They get them off the streets. It's been happening since the beginning of time. Every black man you ever seen in this country with power, they either unalived them or they even locked them up in prison for the rest of their life. That's just the way it goes. He have power in their eyes. He's a powerful man, and that's something that these dudes do not have. They don't have that power because if they had power like that, they will also be incarcerated. 600 went against the grain. He went against his
600 went against the grain.
Homie. He went against his homeboys. Regardless of what excuse he made to do it, he brung it to the internet. So definitely when he get to jail, if he ever go to jail, if they ever pick him up on any indictment, any RICO, anything like that, he definitely would not survive. They would put holes up in him as soon as he hit the yard because it might not be no homies on the streets that want to get him, but definitely when he get up in there, it's still some homies that got love for their neighborhood, and they gonna do it for the fame, they gonna do it for the clout, they gonna do it for the game, they gonna do it for the love of they homie, and they gonna take him out, as well as Loose Cannon. When Loose Cannon hit where he's
hey, I've said that. I said when Loose Cannon hit a yard, PC can't save you. Niggas be like, oh, he PC. He's still an unaliver. That's why he in jail. Hear me and hear me well. You think that everybody in protective custody, special needs yards ain't an unaliver? That don't mean nothing. That don't mean, in the words of Banky Pound, that don't mean he won't push that Bethlehem. Nigga hit you with that Bethlehem, what you gonna do? Shout out to Banky Pound. You know what I'm saying? Team Banky Pound. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. If you watch Banky Pound, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Banky Pound. That's actually where I got skullduggery and larceny from. I got that from Banky Pound. But regardless of the fact, nigga hit you with that Bethleheezy, nigga. Oh, yeah, it's going to be over with, big dog. And Loose Cannon for sure got a Bethlehem with his name on it.
Going, he's definitely going to get some holes knocked up in him, too. Mark my word. Y'all are definitely going to see this soon as these dudes hit the yard. Trust me. Now, as far as WACK 100, he played the game how you supposed to play the game when it come to Art of War. If all of them is doing something. If you look at the internet, everybody on the internet said what they doing is foul. And I want to know y'all comments, what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all think what they doing foul, or do y'all think what they doing is a war strategy. As far as WACK, he played all them dudes against their homies, and they didn't see it. He played them all against their homies. Look at Loose Cannon. He's locked up. What against his homeboy? Now he got to go right up in there with his homies. WACK not going to be in there to save you. As well as 600. Nothing has happened to him yet. But if he ever get caught up and hit that yard, I can best assure y'all and best believe that he's going to get some holes put up in him. This is what happened when you go against the grain. These dudes has been played, and they don't even know they played. For what reason? They don't even know. Is it a reward in it for them? Who knows? We gonna see. Well, I'm gonna get into this content with DJ Academics, man. DJ Academics spoke on this, and I want to know y'all thoughts and what y'all got to say about this in the comment section. Let's get to the content.
All right, man. Let's get to this content. Let's go. Let's get it, y'all. With no further delay, man. Let's check out this DJ Academics.
Big shout out to Compton Rick Rock for all the effort he takes into his content. Big shout out to Compton Rick Rock.
What he got to talk about in this WACK 100 play 3D chess. Academics react to WACK 100 pressing lower trap finesse and speaking on Big U Rico. All right, let's see what he got to say on some of this, man.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get on some federal shit. So we're back on the LA Fed sweep, and essentially, you know, this shit's still happening. People are anticipating what's going to be called a superseding indictment that's going to appear shortly. That's going to detail maybe even more crimes or more significant charges for.
A lot of people don't like DJ Academics. They say that he ain't got no love for us over here on this West Coast, and he always talking down on the West Coast, as well as other podcasters. They don't like.
Academics makes it clear that he hates the West Coast, but it's cool. Academics, we feel the same way about you, bro. No robbery and fair exchange
as well. But you know what? This is definitely one of the ones in this game, whether we like it or not. He's definitely one of the top players in this game. He said something that was very important in this video. Is the reason why, which is the reason why I clicked on this. But we're gonna get to it. Y'all follow me. Come on, let's go.
Or the likes of Bricc Baby, Loose Cannon, and of course the guy who they place at the top, Big U. Again, I've said this. I hope, you know, in the interest of me, and people usually accuse me of not doing this, but I don't want black men to be like literally signing themselves up for jail with their own stupidity. I hope LA podcasting changes. I get it. Y'all are all gang affiliated for the most part, and y'all love being on there talking about DPs and all type of fuckery and all type of politics and what words offend y'all. But please keep that shit in the streets, okay? The kids that are watching you and the people that are watching you are entertained by your foolery and coonery, but they're even more amused by your indictment. And the reality of it is, you know, if you got a job, whether you get employed by No Jumper or whoever else, that little 100,000, actually, he's not paying y'all 100,000. You're gonna have to pay 150,000 for a RICO. That's a going price for a RICO these days with a good lawyer, a decent lawyer. So again, what are you doing it for? So I hope LA podcasting realizes that, listen, this gang culture, y'all have now became the sacrificial lamb of what people thought Chicago was. And I'm not saying this with trying to be on a soapbox, but
there you have it, man. Now, this is a guy who really talks a lot of mess about us over here, right? He's an instigator. He starts stuff. But in this podcast game, you got to understand where he's going and what he's doing. Now, he said the LA gang culture, we need to change our content. Dudes on here, niggas on here speaking about DPs, who can't go to the set, all this gang stuff online, and now it's becoming it's becoming part of the Fed's investigation. A lot of the stuff that they got off the internet, a lot of the stuff they got off these podcasts. And you know, we all want to blame, hey, it's Adam 22 and Vlad TV. Well, we can't blame. Let's just keep it real, because a lot of niggas be like, man, you taking it? No. Let's just be real right now. We all have said dudes need to stop going on these talk shows talking street business. These dudes bring y'all on a show. They pay y'all. And that's up to y'all to say, you know what? I don't want to talk about that next question. Y'all the one who get on these podcasts and start telling all y'all gang business.
Y'all the one that get on the podcast and start talking about the Cryptochronic Cutter-Light. You feel me? Start talking all the whoop bam, super duper banged out Bloods and super duper cool ass Crips. Tripping.
all y'all hood business. The homie did this, the homie did like a bunch of hoes. Y'all get on here and y'all do all that, and then when it comes down to the get down, like it's going down right now, yeah, they using what niggas is saying on the internet because the gang culture. They need to get the gang culture out of it and stop paying these dudes attention that's steady speaking on it. Now, we all come from somewhere. We all come from these neighborhoods, these sections that we grew up in. But it's not for the internet to know who's getting the DP. It's not for the internet to show who getting a DP. It's not for the internet to say, oh, man, the homie did this. Man, the homie doing that. Why you got your bitch ass on the internet talking about what the homie did? Take your motherfucking ass to your hood and handle your business over there like a gangster, like you supposed to be. This is why
Compton Rick Rock keeping it super real.
This internet, this LA gang culture is all bad. We thought, like he said, Chicago was getting on here and doing their thing. But you got Keefy D, he done got on here, self-incriminated himself. Now you got Loose Cannon and Bricc Baby, all these guys going on the internet, getting themselves locked up.
Okay. So
did y'all catch that? Because he shot right by that. Let's go back and see if we can catch that. Look what this says. Right here. Bricc Baby showing Loose Cannon his gun doing no jumper interview. And this is what I'm talking about. This is on the internet. He's pulling this up on the internet. Bricc Baby, a felon, was carrying a firearm on his waist doing a no jumper podcast 16 hours before they were all picked up.
That's barnacles. That is absolutely barnacles.
By the feds. Loose Cannon threatened Bricc multiple times that he was going to beat him up when he crossed paths at No Jumper prior to this interview. Playing on the internet.
I seen another thing too, and I'll react to this chat nigga with Trap Lord Ross.
I think I seen that too. Right here.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know why they got into
Trap Lord Ross. That's another guy. I think he's from the UK, and he makes a lot of money off the content that's going on in the ghettos of America, the streets of America. The streets of LA, Chicago, wherever it's some gangster shit at, he's documenting this stuff and making a lot of money off our pain and misery because we give them this to put on the internet and they go off of it and they make millions of dollars.
600 hates him, so he's having his fun. But we're warning him. I'm going to be real. If somebody took my DNA a year or so ago, after a year, 18 months, I'm thinking ain't nothing of it. I'm not even thinking that my skin's under about a dude's nails. And I hear the family say they found his DNA under the nails. I hear that. That's going to be alarming to me.
That did turn out to not be completely true, though, right?
No, it was
from the complaint. It said that the DNA.
No, it was true, nigga. No, it's not. You just lying.
If you look in the paperwork, it said the DA that was under the nails was inconclusive, meaning that it could be, it could not be. But 600 then was running the content that it was definitely his DNA. Now they also saying that they was warning Big U. This is what we got from the family. The family said, man, your DNA was up under these nails.
You warned him so much that you took it to the internet. And, I called his wife. Then why you just didn't leave it there? Why do we know here in YouTube land? Why are we aware of this?
Now, even if you don't get along with your homeboy, and before you run to the internet and give up this information, you might as well just call up one of your homies and say, hey, homie, we just got word that, man, oh boy, DNA was up under them nails, man. That's what they saying. I don't fuck with him, but y'all go ahead and let the message know, man. I'm trying to warn him, man. I ain't really, I ain't got that much dislike for him to why I can't warn him. So when I hear him get on the internet and say I was warning you, nah, you wasn't warning. You was getting content. Because if you was warning, you would have called somebody in that section and said, hey, homie, man, y'all let dude know, man, they up on him, homie. Straight up.
DNA that was found, it couldn't confirm that it was Big U, but it couldn't rule it out too, whereas they could rule out the other individual, right?
No. I don't know where you saw that at.
I really saw it. It said that. It wasn't completely confirmed that it's Big U's DNA. That's what I'm saying, and there's still no...
There's no... Listen.
It said it was inconclusive or something right there, right?
So, do you want me to read it out?
Go ahead.
Okay, so wait, the DNA profile. So DNA was connected from RW's ankle/sock area, consistent with the direction that RW was dragged into the desert off the highway.
Oh.
The DNA profile obtained was not complete, likely due to the aforementioned inclinement on whether due to the inclement weather on the night of the murder. So the weather and the way that the body was left overnight, I guess in the cold, in the wind or whatever, meant that the DNA profile wasn't able to be completed. So it says analysis of Henley's DNA profile, Big U, was inconclusive such that he could not be excluded as the contributor of the DNA, but it couldn't be confirmed. And Robinson, on the other hand, was excluded as a potential contributor of the DNA. So it wasn't confirmed, but it couldn't be excluded.
You know who Robinson is?
Robinson.
That's the driver.
Mm-hmm.
That's the driver who told them they drove to LA, picked the kid up, where they took him, and how he was killed. So when you guys...
Well, Robinson might be in trouble, because if they can't prove that that was 100% his DNA up under the nails, he might got action on beating that hot one. It's the other charges that he might not got action at. This stuff get real deep, y'all. I haven't checked out this interview. I just seen the beginning when he was talking about the LA content creators need to change their content. I'm pretty sure that it gets better than this. I'm gonna go check out this other interview, man. It's Compton Rick Rock with Compton Rick Rock TV.
Big shout out to Compton Rick Rock TV, man. Show bro some love. We up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal. It's red dots to the left. You know the rest. Free Avenue Angel tweets free. Go. Trap Top and TNN Trap News Network. You back in the same, like cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more. That's good content we got going on.
Fingers WACK 100.
It's that good news you can use it. That good knowledge though. You ain't finna get nobody's college though, big dog. Y'all see we got a point and shoot. Shout out to the homie PNS point and shoot. We got a point and shoot video coming up, man. But before we get into that, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all hit that good subscribe button with everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good news you can use, more of this good knowledge though you can't get in nobody's college though, big dog. Tap in, make sure you tapped in with that good tap in everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use, that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Tap in with that tap in. Anyway, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, become a part of everything we got going on at this rich trapper mafia. You feel me? Get into that if you ain't got into that. And I need to know who wants some chili, man, because if you need some chili, drop a comment, because the best comment will receive $100 for the 2,500 subscribers. You get away $100, 15,000 subscribers, you'll get away another $100. Make sure I get into that after that. You feel me? We finna go ahead and get into this content. You feel me? You feel me? We finna jump into this. Man at the Garden Freestyle, blah, blah. Point and shoot. Shout out to point and shoot. My bad, I was looking at something. Shout out to point and shoot, man. My man aim and click, point and shoot. WACK 100 is helping the feds. Let's get into it. Let's go.
And how he lined up loose cannon to get... Okay, so...
Warning. This video is scripted, satire, comedy. Made exclusively for the purpose of absurd humor and not intended to be secondary right now. This is not real commentary. It's fake commentary. Point and shoot. Warning. Let's go.
For this video, I want to talk about Three Fingers WACK 100 and how he lined up loose cannon to get arrested by the federales. So I want to explain. So one of the things that loose cannon is locked up for right now is for the Great No Jumper Brawl of 2024. This is when loose cannon was seen on video buffaloing some guy in the head with slam, and he forced him to take an unexpected nap, and then he ran his pockets and disrobed him and left him naked for dead. What? This is the Great No Jumper beatdown, but this is in the indictment. This is what loose cannon is in trouble for right now. And what they're saying is on the internet, people are saying that WACK 3 Fingers lined this whole thing up and used loose cannon to beat up someone he didn't like. And now loose cannon is in jail for it. And WACK 3 Fingers is parading around dry snitching on him, saying that it was all loose cannon. And this is basically telling. This is telling, guys.
WACK didn't run out on no bullshit.
Right, but the people that you invited are the ones who got involved in this bullshit. And from my perspective, this is all like a big PR thing. Because why was somebody filming before it even started?
Yeah, so someone was.
So why was someone filming before it even started unless WACK 100 helped set up this assault? And it doesn't make sense that this nigga still... This is going into our segment. Why is he still on the streets? This is our segment. Why is he not in jail? We started a whole new segment based around Officer Rat Run Hunter entitled, Why is he not in jail? It's because he's working. It's because he's working.
filming before it started indicating that it was planned. Okay, so I want to explain this entire beating. So I guess Three Fingers Wack had a business deal for a low budget TV show with these two guys, Travis Ford and Mozzie. And apparently Wack wanted to bring the 16 in on the deal because I think he wanted the 16 to help promote the show with his No Jumper platform. So he needed the 16. So they were going to have this meeting at the No Jumper building, just the four of them, Three Fingers Wack, Mozzie, Travis Ford, and the 16 of Nashua. It was supposed to be those four, but the meeting was canceled.
Mozzie canceled with WACK. WACK called me and told me not to show up.
And so what happened was this Jay Reed guy, the guy that got beat up at the No Jumper facility, he showed up to the meeting anyway. He says, I'm going anyways because he's got some business. He wants to do some business.
He tells him, I'm going up there anyway. Right?
And so what happened was Jay Reed annoyed some people by overstepping and trying to like slither into a business dealing that he wasn't invited to. And so he was annoying Three Fingers Wack and Travis Ford.
And Three Finger Wack attacked this man.
Ford and everyone, he's being a pest. And this is why people are saying that this was a setup.
Shout out to Rich Trapper, Trap News Network.
That Wack Three Fingers knew that Jay Reed was coming. Travis Ford probably...
I see what you did there, point and shoot. Appreciate you, bro.
He told Three Fingers Wack, like, hey, this guy's going anyways. This guy's out of control. And Wack was probably like, we gonna see about that. I got a loose cannon. We gonna do the whole thing. And, you know, Wack Three Fingers wanted to do some gangsta shit.
What?
But he's not a gangster, so
some gangsta-ish.
He needed loose cannon. Does this make sense? I hope this is making sense. I want to actually go to a clip here before I get too carried away.
I call him and say, yo, bro, what's up with this dude? Know what he tells me? He said, WACK, dude called me at 5:56 and said he on his way to No Jumper. And I said, why? Mozzie canceled with WACK. WACK called me and told me not to show up, right? I don't know this dude. All I know is Travis Ford and my owner, number 2. That's it. I don't know this dude, right?
So Wack Three Fingers says that he doesn't know Jay Reed.
Hey, shout out to Point and Shoot, man. You've been following Trap News Network. I see where you going with this because Wack is finna say he don't know Jay Reed, but then Point and Shoot is finna figure out that Wack in fact did know Jay Reed, and it's all Flu Flammers. Point and Shoot, you've been watching TNN Trap News Network, bro. You've been getting that news you can use, and that knowledge you can't get nobody's college. I see.
He's never heard of Jay Reed. He wasn't expecting Jay Reed to show up ever. But this is actually problematic because Wack Three Fingers actually did know Jay Reed. He knew exactly who he was. He's been in pictures with him. He's gone to dinner with him. He's been on the phone with him.
You in pictures with him, at dinner with him, and you on the phone call with him prior to No Jumper.
Man, I was just in Vegas with these dudes about 2 weeks ago. And, you know, you can see the picture up on about that. So
20, you see the date? There we go. See, that's everybody, right? Travis.
Why is Wack not involved in this RICO when this situation, this No Jumper fight, is brought up in the indictment? Why is he not in jail? This is the segment entitled, Why is he not in jail? How come Wack ain't locked up like everybody else, bro? I don't understand. Let's get into it.
Lose. Mozzie. Jay Reed in the back. I don't know this dude.
He's not even in the back. He's like right in the picture with his arm around you guys. Like literally, look, hold on. You see Jay Reed with his arm around Wack. This is Jay Reed right here. That's Wack. You know what I'm saying? That's Loose. He has his arm around both of them. I'm not really sure what's going on. He's not in the back. He's like with his arm around you. You guys are smiling. You got a Kool-Aid smile on you, looking like Olay, Kool-Aid. You feel me? Like I'm not really sure what exactly is going on here. What kind of Flu Flammy skullduggery and larceny you're on? But yeah, man, that's pretty apparent that you guys are best friends. You guys are like besties.
See, that's everybody.
For sure, like you guys are trading Pokemon cards.
Body, right? Travis, Lose. Mozzie, Jay Reed in the back. I don't know this dude.
So Three Fingers Wack actually did know who Jay Reed was and likely knew he was coming to No Jumper that night because Travis Ford was notified by Jay Reed that he was going to No Jumper.
He said, WACK, dude called me at 5:56 and said he on his way to No Jumper.
And so it just doesn't make any sense to me that Travis Ford wouldn't then relay that message to Wack and say, hey, Jay Reed's on his way up there anyways. It doesn't make any sense. I believe that Travis Ford did in fact do that and that Wack knew that Jay Reed was coming. And it also kind of sounds like they were waiting around for him to show up.
He does what he always does. I got to get home before the baby goes to sleep.
You know, it's crazy though, but they were intending for Travis Ford to pull up because they wanted to jump Travis Ford. But let's see if Point and Shoot gets to that.
He come out here, laugh, joke, bullshit, shoot a game of pool, then we get on.
But either way, this is where the story stops making sense. Listen to this.
As soon as I saw them heads, I say, bro, whoever that is, get them out of here. When you leave, bro, I don't let nobody in this building. If you're here and it's cool, then it's cool. Donnie will tell you, as soon as they walked in, I didn't even get a chance to see. I said, yo, whoever that is, tell them wait outside, bro. I don't know if it's some loose people or what.
So when Three Fingers Wack is just systematically snitching on Loose Cannon, just blaming the whole thing on him. And he's like telling these lies like he didn't know who Jay Reed was, like he didn't have dinner with him the other day.
Just tell them wait outside, bro. I don't know if it's some loose people or what. So when you call,
just systematically snitching. Barnacles, absolutely. Barnacles. The work is barnacles.
Oh, and said it's
barnacles.
Two people in the back.
In the front, really.
Or wherever they was at, you know my people. My people, when I get here, they're here. If you ain't here when I get here, I ain't fucking with you. So I don't send my people out. I say, Luce, whoever out there, maybe they're your people, go check. So he goes out. They motion for me to come over there. Dude is saying some shit like, motherfuckers think they all that, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo, but when it come to this white boy, culture vulture, he gets this, all this crazy shit, right? I make the decision not to respond. You know why? I respond, Adam. Who respond? You've been around my team long enough to know they disciplined. They ain't finna do shit unless I do some shit. I'm not saying I ain't tell myself I'm gonna fuck your ass up, just not right here. I ain't trying to hear what you're saying. Lou says, so you came up here for content. He says back to Lou.
Now, the crazy part about it, Jay Reed did in fact say that, the white boy, the culture vulture, but that's after you guys beat him up. His initial conversation was very happy and very positive. So that's after you guys actually, in fact, beat him up is when he said that.
Whatever, cuz, how you want to put it. On gangster. Lou says, nigga, this.
And then he never actually said on gangster anyway. You're tying Loose Cannon to even deeper conspiracy because now you're tying him to the Rolling 60 Crips and all that kind of stuff and blah, 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 by saying on gangsters and on hood and all that kind of stuff is proving Loose Cannon, even though we know he's not, is on paper proving that Loose Cannon is a member of the Rolling 60s and is a gang member and all that kind of stuff. And it's just overall snitching. It's just telling. It's telling. It's snitchy. It's ugly. And the crazy part about WACK, I just want to know, why are you not in jail?
On neighborhood, okay? In this jungle, Adam, anything gangster crip, anything neighborhood crip.
Wow. Okay, so this Pyru is on this podcast narrating gang-related crime. I mean, this is insane. Why is he doing this? It's almost like he wants Loose Cannon to get investigated. Seriously, what is the point of discussing this on this show? If WACK Three Fingers is so hot under the collar from all the pressure from the interrogation of the 16, imagine what he would give to the cops. I think WACK Three Fingers is an informant at this point.
If that's the information you'll give to Adam 16, imagine what you'll give to the cops.
A point I wanted to make is that Loose Cannon already made a video snitching on himself for this exact thing, this exact beating, but he gave a different story that didn't involve any type of gangbanging. And so I'm thinking, like, is WACK just trying to add gangbanging to the story because he knows the feds are watching? Could it be that WACK Three Fingers is trying to make this appear gang-related so that the feds investigate this as part?
You know what's crazy? I never thought about that. Loose Cannon didn't ever say anything about it being gang-related. WACK made it gang-related. Damn, that's deep. Better find a mop. It's getting sticky in this ear.
Part of the RICO?
What?
I don't know. It makes sense if you think about it. And so I'd like to play you guys a clip of Loose Cannon's version of the event.
WACK was like, no, I don't know who they are. So I'm like, oh, I don't know, but let me go out and holler at him. So I walk out and he was like, man, I got a problem with WACK. I'm like, you got a problem with WACK about what? Yeah, I just got a problem with him. I'm like, you do? So I called WACK over there. WACK, come over here. Dude was like, man, you running this type of content and stuff like that. And WACK was like, what content? WACK pulled out his phone. Once WACK pulled out the phone, he was like, oh, this content? And then the dude was like, everything is not content.
Because Jay Reed said that he was actually pulling out the phone because he wanted to show them the analytics and the numbers because he was trying to be a part of Dosh Network, which actually make a lot of sense what Jay Reed saying, not what these idiots are lying about.
I say, you right. So, y'all see the results. Smack. Let's get to it. How far do y'all expect me to go?
So Loose Cannon's version is that he knocked the guy out because he said he had a problem with Three Fingers WACK. That's very interesting. So Three Fingers WACK left that part out of his version. He didn't want the narrative to be that Loose Cannon was knocking people out on his behalf. So he changed the story and said that there was gangbanging involved, and that's what motivated Loose Cannon to knock the guy out. And so this had nothing to do with any gangbanging. This was just Three Fingers Wack trying to remove himself from any responsibility.
And firing on Jay Reed has absolutely nothing to do with on gangsters, on neighborhoods.
That's what I think.
It has nothing to do with
So
that.
it sounds like Three Fingers Wack pretty much made this up, this gang enhancement situation, and just made it up. And so he's not only snitching, but he's lie snitching. That's one of the more pathetic forms of snitching. And it gets kind of crazier when Three Fingers Wack.
Lie snitching is crazier than dry snitching. Lie snitching is the why snitching. Look you in the eye snitching. Make your mama cry snitching.
Says that he basically stopped the situation from getting worse. Listen to this.
Y'all witnessed outside of no jumper. Did I do what I was supposed to do?
You didn't do anything.
No bullshit. Oh, y'all got amnesia?
Oh,
don't do that. Don't do that.
Wow. So Wack Three Fingers wants credit for stopping the beating, for saying no, don't do that, don't do that. He only so here's the deal. He only started saying no, don't do that after the gun came out.
What?
You can clearly see in the video Wack Three Fingers just standing there with his hands in his pockets watching the beating take place and didn't say anything until Slam got pulled out. And you're going to be able to tell when the tussle starts and when Three Fingers Wack says, no, don't do that. Listen to this. So that was about 11 seconds of violence, and Wack just stood around with his hands in his pockets watching it happen. So I really have a huge problem with Wack Three Fingers telling on Loose Cannon on podcasts and explaining all this gangster activity on, it's really unacceptable. He should sit there and shut the fuck up, especially because he was
the white boy telling you should sit there and shut up is crazy when a square white boy can even see you doing too much.
Involved, probably. He should shut the fuck up. But because of, and this isn't the only thing that Loose Cannon is in jail for that Wack Three Fingers sort of lined up. The federales are actually using transcripts from a podcast that Wack Three Fingers brought Loose Cannon onto in order to get Loose Cannon to start saying way too much about crimes. And this was how Loose Cannon got his start with his internet antics. This was his first, we hadn't seen, so this is the first time we have ever seen Loose Cannon was on this podcast.
I took Loose and set him on the side of me.
Wack set this man up from failure Wack set this man up for failure from top to bottom.
When the light hit me, I made sure it hit him.
Yeah, I don't think I was that familiar with him before you brought him on the pod.
So Wack Three Fingers just brings on this nobody named Loose Cannon and starts getting him to tell on himself and others for the sake of getting Big U in trouble. Because Loose Cannon ends up implicating Big U in Nipsey Hussle's murder. Okay, so this is really insane. Look at this.
Yeah, but this crazy motherfucker calls me the other day. If I get some information or some content, I'm gonna fry your ass up.
Yeah,
I said, nephew, this content I can't present. You gotta present it because you ain't lied to me yet. He's behind a lot of shit that you've seen. You just should know it was him.
Okay.
We're gonna tell you off camera.
What kind of stuff?
Just some shit. He's behind a lot of shit that you seen on YouTube. You just say no, it was him. So I know he ain't no bullshitter.
Look at Wack admitting to Loose Cannon for harming and committing crimes against other people. That's barnacles.
Man, listen.
No, so
yeah, you gotta elaborate on this shit.
I got to, because at the end of the day, it's like dealing with we about to go do something, hop out on something, and give you a gun that's empty.
Oh, he did that to you?
No, he did.
Oh, he did it to somebody else? Oh,
this nigga crazy. He really going.
Honey, okay.
So did you let him just take the 50 from you? You really didn't get a cut, or you waited to the next day and just took more?
Yeah. No, he avoided me. And then, one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was gonna make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course. He did that to when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So
the club when you sweated him in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you at him.
Yeah. No, yeah, they sent that because I
So
called
this
him.
really just sends a shiver down my spine watching Three
Like the level of snitchery is barnacles.
Fingers Whack coaching Loose Cannon along, getting him to tell on him. I mean, this is crazy. So this isn't, how is this not third party snitching?
The homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
Wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. They be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying?
So that was nuts. Whack Three Fingers sounds exactly like a police officer. Same speech patterns and everything. That's very, very interesting. So Whack Three Fingers brings Loose Cannon on, gets him to make all these wild and crazy claims in a display of self-snitchery. Then Loose Cannon starts getting attention from other people like DJ Snackademics.
Interview talking about what I did to
him. Ended up on Snackademics as barnacles. Why is he even there?
Meek Mills.
Wait, you did something to Meek Mill?
Oh, Lord.
And I do.
As he continues to just go online and continue to snitch on himself as barnacles.
I find it interesting that TJ Academics is interested in interviewing Loose Cannon when he had this to say about LA gang members.
All the LA gangsters, I don't know what's going on in LA. Maybe they don't sell enough drugs being in these gangs. They don't get money. They're broke, okay? I'm sorry to say, LA gang members are fucking broke. The only way they know how to get money is podcasting. Most of them are unintelligible, illiterate, don't know how to have coherence, ideas, points, or even make sentences. And what they oftentimes realize the intrigue about them are, what usually is that? Is talk about crimes they've committed. So the whole LA podcast.
So the academics pulled Loose Cannon up there to talk about crime and get him locked up?
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I think LA is a weird scene in general. Let me just be very clear.
No,
I really don't know.
Anybody who can't make it in LA always say that it's weird. Anybody who low key, oh, LA this, LA that, that's because you couldn't make it. If niggas get their chain taken, all of a sudden the whole scene is weird. Nigga, shut up. You a buster who can't go outside. What's up? I would imagine academics think LA is weird. He can't go outside and enjoy it.
I promise I don't know. It said y'all was trying to kidnap him. So explain that story. Wait, so how did you even come in contact with it? And I think supposedly there was a big U portion of it.
Yeah. So basically, so we caught him at the club.
Look at academics like a little schoolgirl.
Where he was performing at.
So DJ Academics falls directly under the definition of culture vulture. He's capitalizing off of gang culture in LA, something that he despises, but he's just using it to get money, okay? And I always find it funny when DJ Academics talks about himself like he's this brilliant guy, like he's insanely smart.
You're the only street nigga that can keep up with me on the mic. That's a fact. I would talk circles.
That means that you have the lowest level of education and WACK can keep up with you. I'm just saying.
Around anyone if we have to get to an intellectual conversation.
He ain't that smart. I listened to him talk. He sounds like a fucking idiot. Seriously, what's up with again? Why does he say again like 5,000 fucking times? Listen to this.
And again, we're pulling you to the side like, so I'm on YouTube, but again, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not, if I'm exploiting.
Well, here goes
and again, I know like Kanye is really interesting. Again, it's so passionate for him, and again, the optics on it. So I'm watching again. So you're trying to do a song with my daughter, but you would do one with me, again, because in the past, and again, after seeing this indictment, again, don't you believe?
That's like FLAKKO with the so look right. Goodness gracious, again and again, over and over again. I keep doing over and over again. Face us.
That again, not that the podcast was police, but even again. So again.
Okay, so that was not very intellectual sounding at all, and I'm sorry if I can't respect anyone that says again this many fucking times.
What? Again, right? Because again. So again.
Flackiana has no like identity of his own. He literally is a carbon copy of everybody who he ever looks at.
Again, yo, like again, because again, So though. I really get niggas locked up, right? I'm really a rat.
So WACK 3 Fingers gets Loose Cannon to say all this stuff on No Jumper, and all of a sudden he's getting booked on Academics' little podcast. He's going on he's got a whole media tour to talk about all this stuff, and it's all because of WACK 3 Fingers, right? WACK 3 Fingers himself takes credit for this. And so knowing what WACK 3 Fingers likely knows about the feds and the police, why would he encourage Loose Cannon to do this? If Loose Cannon was really his partner, why wouldn't he say,
partner,
don't do that, don't do. Why is he saying go on DJ Academics and tell him the story? Why are you doing that? Is it because it furthers your agenda and you don't give a fuck if Loose Cannon gets locked up?
What?
That's what it sounds like. I mean, the guy just sounds like a cop. Like I said, his speech patterns, the things that he says, it just sounds very police-like.
I don't let people in my car. I don't know if you paid attention. I don't let dudes in my vehicle. People get in, they smell like marijuana.
Again.
They may have warrants and shit. I know with me in there, I know what my situation is. So they gonna escort me back. I know they there with me. I can talk bullshit. We can pull over. I get woozy.
WACK 3 Fingers doesn't let people in his car because they may smell like marijuana and they may have warrants. That doesn't. So I won't let anyone in my car that doesn't smell like marijuana and doesn't have fucking warrants, because at least that way I can trust them. And I know that they're not the fucking feds. So 3 Fingers, and I want to point out 3 Fingers.
Point and shoot is outraged.
WACK's been saying police stuff on podcasts for a long time. This isn't new.
He got some responsibility in getting, old boy killed that they love up there in the Bay. We ain't touched content on that, Adam.
So at the end of the day, WACK 3 Fingers likely did play a role in helping Loose Cannon provide evidence via podcast to self-snitch on himself. WACK 3 Fingers facilitated this and catalyzed the entire situation. So a lot of people are saying that WACK 3 Fingers sort of may have intentionally done this to get another rolling 60 in the grinder. So that's the video, guys. Check out the.
We up out here to the next one, man. Show some love.
Patreon.
Show some love to my man Point and Shoot. Shout out to Point and Shoot. We about it to the next one, man. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. And it's free Avenue Angel, so he's free. We are gone. Time to 18 and Trap News Network. Back to the same, like cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good newsington, you can usington. Good knowledge, though. You're not finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure you're in fact tapped in with that good tap in. When you ain't tapping in with that tap in, I don't know what you're doing because you gotta tap in with that tap in. You feel me? Tap in with that tap in. Anyway, get into that good comment, get into that good subscribe, get into that good content. You feel me? Please don't touch my gun. I got a body on it. Man at the Garden freestyles out now. Fairy Tales, and we just dropped something new today featuring Bricc, baby, Boogeyman. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. You feel me? And I need y'all to make sure that y'all drop a comment, because the best comment between now and 25,000 subscribers, go give $100, man. Best comment between now and 15,000 on a new page, go get $100. Make sure y'all get into that if you ain't got into that. You feel me? Get into that if you ain't got into that. You dig me? We finna jump into this content. We got Smack giving his dissertation about some things going on within our universe. Smack decided to take it to a live. He don't do live often, but when he do, he typically got something to say. So he want to let the record reflect. Let's get into it. Let's gizzo.
If y'all ain't looked at it, go look at it. It was epic. You know what I mean? Shout out Munchie B. I fuck B team in the building, nigga. Big B's, big C's, no BC powder. I fuck. But how could I put this shit though? So we had a good episode though, you know what I mean? And then, but if y'all wasn't in here, like I said, I talked to Monty. Shout out Monty. Call love, that's my sister. From the top of her head to the bottom of her feet. But
that's right, Smack. Way to make peace with Monty.
It's like motherfuckers be trying to run content on shit that's really not content. Shout out my nigga Smack, real end gang. Him, yeah, like motherfuckers really be trying to run. I laugh. I really laugh at this shit, bro. I really.
And that's Smack with the static. That's not me with the static. Somebody gonna complain in the comments. It's not me. It's Smack.
Be like laughing at this shit, bro. Like motherfuckers is really stupid. Motherfuckers is really stupid, my nigga. Like my nigga AK 47 say, AK 47, man. You hear me? Block that bitch. You know what I mean? Block that bitch. You know what I mean? I be on some shit like that. So I be just sitting back like, for you to fix your mouth to say I never did nothing for you, and you know this shit is documented. Everything I did. Now you ain't gotta worry about me doing anything for you. So you ain't, now you gotta keep that narrative. That nigga, he ain't did shit for me. Nothing. Keep that same narrative because now family members, whoever say I ain't never did nothing for them, now you can keep that narrative because nigga, I ain't got a dime. Buffalo nickel, nothing, nigga. Handle your candle the best way you've been handling because you've been handling your candle the best way you've been handling before you ever knew I was your cousin, your brother, your friend, your girlfriend, or whatever. Hey, keep that same fucking narrative because I swear to God, after tonight, it's over with.
Smack said he ain't got no more help for none of you bitches.
And let's go for family members. You could be my brother, my sister, my uncle, my cousin, my daddy, my mama. You could be anybody in the world that got some type of ties to me. I'm through with that shit. For a motherfucker to get at me and niggas know where my heart at, I come in peace. If I got it, you got it. That's the bottom line. My shirt will come on back. But for a motherfucker to tell me that, I had to reevaluate myself. Like, let me reevaluate myself. Like, you really stupid. Yeah, you're stupid. Okay. But you know, I'm gonna keep this shit all content, my nigga. Anybody, and I ain't excluding nobody. I'm letting it known. Mama, daddy, brother, sister, cousin, girlfriend, whoever. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 times to fuck over me and say anything about.
That's a lot of times. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a lot. Maybe 1, maybe 2, but the third time you gotta go.
About me, you ain't got I'm blessed. I'm straight. Just like my mama, my daddy, my sister, everybody blessed. They all doing their own thing. My girl, they doing their own thing. But play me and try to play me like I'm a bitch. You will find out who the bitch is, because I'm not a bitch. I'm a man at the end of the day. So, you know, so we gonna keep it going though, you know what I mean? But yeah, we had a good shit. Shout out Munchie B, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm gonna be bringing content to y'all, you feel me? You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a lot of changes y'all gonna see. It's gonna be a lot of people that don't get brought up or mentioned and don't even DM or don't do the super chat because we're not gonna read it. I'm gonna make that clear tomorrow. I mean, to Wednesday. If anything they got to do with this person, don't read it. Since they said I didn't, now I'm putting it out there. And I know all the blogs gonna pick this up, like, oh yeah, S-Mac, he went on when he got on this platform. Yes, pick this up. Don't read it. We're not reading nothing negative about nobody that got hate or ill will against me. No. We're not doing it.
Smack said, I ain't trying to hear none of that. And here's what I think about that. In the chat, they'd be like, oh, you being a hater, you being a hater. Like, y'all be weird in the chat. Why should somebody allow y'all to come into their chat and just berate them and downplay them and talk ish? Oh, you block anybody who talk bad about you. That's what the block button is for. It's actually for that exact purpose. Why would somebody allow you just to be in a chat talking ish and all that kind of stuff? That's stupid. And then for those of y'all who be like, oh, well, you should let the chat and all that kind of stuff, come bully something in real life. Like, it's not like any of these places are hard to find or hard to get to, or just go outside and just go start a fight in your local boxing gym and then just go from there. But like trying to be an online bully, that's whack. That's whack. We're not going for that. Especially when we grown and we can just be like, just block this nigga and just put him out because you're weird. If you want to go bully on something, go get cracking in real life. Go get cracking and come back. Rockstar.
Man, who hurt you, S-Mac? It don't even matter. Like I said, we got a super chat. Like, free all of them. I don't wish that on nobody. I never did. God is my witness. I never did. You feel me? But we're going to have an epic podcast. Smack you. Get over here. So we're going to have another guest on the podcast on Monday. Coming up. You know what I mean? Y'all going to stay tuned. Y'all going to love this. I brought Munchie B. Now I'm gonna bring somebody else, and it's all content. Like, don't nobody get mad or none of that shit. It's all content. Shout out Munchie B, big B teams, big B's, big C's, no BC powder. Smacky.
All right, man, that's Smack. We finna get up out of to the next one, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, show some love to Smack. Make sure y'all follow bro page. I think he did this on his page. Let me make sure. Yep. Smack, BOF Smack. Make sure y'all follow bro, run his page up. We up out of to the next one, man. Y'all know the deal. Red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free Avenue Agents, tweets free. We go. So, what's the deal, y'all? Shop up in TNN Trap News Network. Keep back the same, like, cook, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. For more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Yes, that's TNN Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's not getting news reviews. It's not getting knowledge. You ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that tap in and make sure you're, in fact, tapped in with that good. Excuse me, tap in. You feel me, man? Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure you hit that like, hit that comment, hit that subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good newsington, you can usington, good knowledge, though. You're not finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Like, comment, subscribe. We finna go ahead and jump into this good content, but before we do, make sure y'all drop a comment, because the best comment between now and 15,000 subscribers on a new page gonna get $100. The best comment between now and 20,000 on the original page, it's gonna get $100, man. Man at the Garden freestyle out now. Please don't touch my. It got a body on it. Is out now. And I need y'all to also make sure that y'all tap into Fairy Tales out now, man. Make sure I get into that if you ain't got into that. You feel me? We finna slide over here. We got some more content from Turtle. He's not learning. I guess he's feeling like, hey, one Rico talking too much on the phone isn't enough. Let me go ahead and add some more to it. Let's get into it.
I'm all for, maybe people coming and saying, you know what, maybe what you said, some of the things you said, was this or that. But now, wasn't Vlad like pro team Big U before?
Right. He was team Big U, but now I'm pretty sure he's thinking like, oh, okay, this is why they was going after his character. You know what I'm saying? Because he do a lot of scumbag stuff, and then people is not really understanding that.
Using your phone time while you're in a federal indictment to talk online while you're in trouble for talking online is crazy.
Okay, we ain't paid in telling stories or narratives that actually 100%, but we are telling how his character is, and things that's being said and that he got indicted for have nothing to do with anything that I ever said about him. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the character.
Now Loose Cannon is finna sit here and say that the things that he said about Big U is not what's getting him indicted. Nigga, you admitted to so many different things. And I'm gonna get into Compton Rick Rock's video next. You're gonna have a hard time when you hit that pinta because you went against your hood, you went against your homies, you went against your car. And now you got to answer for that.
Of him. How he just does reckless things and then he want to place blame on somebody else. Like I said, he always throw rocks and hide his hands. And that's the number one thing that he does. He can't never admit when he's wrong. And that's why I stopped dealing with him. It's been it's going on 6 years. So it's like I'm confused on why I'm wrapped up in this. But
right, because didn't they say
it's been almost 6 years, but you just said that you was with Big U like a year ago. You have so many conflicting stories.
Whatever
I wonder at this point if him and WACK believe their lies so much that they honestly think that they're the truth.
Whatever they're charging you with was in 2021. So how does that even have to do with anything with Big U or anything to that nature?
Yeah. So basically, it's a complaint. So basically, they say, oh, yeah, he mentioned something similar to this on a podcast or whatever, and somebody told us something similar to that. So it got to be that. You see what I'm saying? But in actuality,
you told on yourself, idiot.
Reality is just a story that I told somebody, and basically they ran with that narrative. But
it's a story you gave up on No Jumper. You told this story. It's not a story that you told somebody, nigga. You went on a podcast and told the story, idiot.
We all gonna get it out, but his character is trash, and it speaks volume on how like DJ Vlad and everybody else, took his side.
and really shut down everything not because of they knew his character was flawed, but because I feel it was fear. It was fear that they gonna be beefing with Big U.
So are you trying to say that you think Vlad was scared of Big U?
Of course, but because remember, I talked.
So you're gonna get on the you're in the middle of an extortion case. You're online giving up more information about an extortion. You're gonna have a hard time when you get to the pen, bro. You're gonna have a hard time when you get to the pen because you a snitch.
To Vlad or whatever, when Freeway Bricc Ross hit me, and he was like, "Oh, Vlad said that he gonna do some stuff with you and everything like that, but not right now." Pertaining to the Big E situation, I don't know if Vlad had a heads up and knew it was coming, but he knew something because he just told me that basically prior, like a week and a half to it.
So do you think now that everything is going on, Vlad now is more open to speaking to you in regards to this?
Of course, because he knows that I'm the truth. You get what I'm saying? And I was sticking up for the people that didn't have a voice, or the people that were scared, the people that was hiding, the people that was in shelter. Because when people say they're rolling 60s or whatever, and Big U, they get a fear. But when you talking about somebody like,
you're still snitching. Like, all this is going to be used in court. You have an active case. You are still literally snitching. You are still literally telling, like in real time right now, you're telling. This is crazy.
Like me that don't fear anything and that's going to speak and crash when it's time to crash. I would have been like that. All that stuff is a myth. You got to show me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want to show the people and teaching the people is IBM, integrity before money. Before we do anything, we do things positive. We do things. It's like I'm the modern day Malcolm X. Any means
nigga, you are not Malcolm X.
Necessary, and that's with me. And I'm going through it, and I'm showing the whole world that it ain't nobody suffered in the whole situation. Everything comes to an end, and we've seen that with our own eyes. And I'm just thrown in the middle of it, but at the end of the day, it's like I'm still stepping. I'm still pushing our movement. I got you white, you holding it down strong. I got certain people, shout out to Bricc.
That's right, say what you got to say there to make us sound by your team.
Shout out to our movement. I got you white, you holding it down strong. I got certain people, shout out to Bricc Rock, shout out to CJ, my whole IBM team, Hoodlum, Beather, everybody. Shout out to WACK, shout out to 600.
Shouting out WACK and 600 after WACK and 600 are both snitching on you was crazy.
Shout out to everybody, but even free Bricc Baby. Shout out to Conrad, shout out to everybody.
That nigga want to come home so bad. He's shouting out everybody. He's like, I don't want to play no more, y'all. I'm cool.
We just want to make sure that we get the right message out and show the people that if somebody is doing wrong and stuff like that, speak out. We want people to speak out. We want people to stand on the truth. And if you have to get busy, you have to get busy. That's just the name of the game. But at the end of the day, we ain't going to be intimidated by no one.
But at the end of the day, too, listen, when you see someone is down, no matter if y'all had a disagreement or no matter if y'all didn't get along or didn't like each other, this is the time now where if you didn't support my husband, Loose Cannon, before, this is the time where maybe you should just put aside your feelings and animosities towards him and say, you know what? I'm not going to stand for another black man to be locked up for some BS. And I'm not going to be cool. I'm not going to be cool with, parading around and saying, ha, 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 now, during a time of this, because what if it was you, and for all of you folks that are out there making videos and making memes or just commenting underneath, good for you.
But here go the thing, though. You want us to have the empathy and sympathy for this nigga that he didn't have for nobody. He didn't have that empathy and sympathy for that old man when he was pistol whipping him outside of no jumper and stripping him butt naked. Nah, nigga, you got to make that bed. You made that bed. Go ahead and lay in that mother chucker. You good? You got it, big dog. You the boogeyman. You got it. You the boogeyman, right? Scared of you. Sweetie. You right? Boogeyman.
Glad you're locked up. Glad, like,
No,
what if it was you?
No, I'm not gonna say I'm glad you locked up because that's some corny ish. But the boogeyman, deal with that. Stand on business, nigga.
Because all it takes is for a phone call for you to have called Big U and been in his presence for you to be caught up in this RICO charge.
Why would I be calling Big U?
Times you may have not done anything. There are half the people that barely even really cared for him, that don't deal with him, and that's caught up in this case right now and is facing football years. So put yourself in my husband's shoes. Yeah, okay.
Put yourself in my husband's big ass hat.
Maybe he has, said a lot and said some dumb shit, but at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve this. He is still a family man that has done so much and is there for people and is doing interviews, putting on YouTubers, all this stuff. He cares.
Name one person that got put on by loose cannon.
So how about you guys just take a little of that animosity and put it down for a little bit and join the Free Loose Cannon movement?
No.
At this time is when we need to stick together, not be.
Now we got to be a community. Hell no.
Apart, okay? And I talk to my husband all the time, and he'd be like,
"You trying to get a word in, and she too busy putting on this speech, being dramatic and all that kind of stuff." Girl, shut up. Get off your totem pole, or get off your what's the word I'm looking for? Get off your podium. Get up out of here, man. Shut up, girl.
We enemies. This that. No. Right now, you need to focus on aligning yourself up with the people that can make you come out of there and come on top. And sometimes it may take something like this to have people have a change of heart.
Never.
It takes things like this.
But this is on white too, because that's great. That's excellent. And we should say we want the best for Big U too. I know I'd be mad, but I just don't want to wish death, or I don't want to wish jail on anybody. But sometimes we have to realize, like, his actions was just speaking, listening, and a lot of people was intimidated by him. And when they see somebody that wasn't intimidated by him, they don't understand. So that's why they go into crashing on loose cannon, because they don't understand what's going on, because they fear him.
Well, I wouldn't say all of it. I don't know. Honestly, my
she's trying to get him to stop talking so much on that camera.
My take on things is a lot different. I just feel like maybe people just had alliances, or they just. Oh, okay, well, if it's not true, it's not true. Maybe people just supported the people they thought was the big honcho. Who knows? I don't know. But like you said, sometimes it be like that, just like, you got, Adam and WACK and Vlad and all these people getting together now saying, like, hold on now. Well, so what is truth and what is lies? What is the actual situation? Why is this even happening? You know what I'm saying? How are all these people caught up? Yes, and academics too. We're not gonna leave him out too. It's just a lot of he flew in.
Shout out AD. Yeah, shout out T-Real. Shout out Back on Fig.
Calling back on Fig and calling community makes you an absolute idiot. I said it once and I said it twice. Calling into a podcast to discuss the indictment you got for talking too much on podcasts while you sit inside of a federal correction facility is idiocy. And yeah, they did it for the comments, for the ticks, for the clicks and all that. So I ain't mad at no podcaster who got their chili off all that. But that nigga's an idiot. That was stupid. That shit is insane. No DW Flame. Crazy. Barnacles.
Community. Shout out to Cam Capone. A lot of these people, they've been since the beginning and seen the movie.
Right. And then I feel like, I appreciate all of these platforms, speaking on the situation, but just like, let's keep the narrative to understand, like, yo, do we want our community to fail? We have the power to control the narrative. So if you guys are holding that power, hold the power and really make this be about, let's get our people out. Because if you look at all those other people, the school shootings and the people,
Man, girl, get up out of here. You talking all kind of flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny.
Strangling George Floyd, they had their people and they supported them, even when they were 100% wrong. Even when they were 100% wrong, they were there like, oh, well, we should get him out. You know what I'm saying? And they supported them. So even if our peoples are 100% wrong, we should still be having their backs. It's like a mother and a child, and if their child is committed something, their mother's still gonna have that child's back. So I need y'all to understand and support this free loose cannon, free Big Baby, free Big U, free everybody. Support your people when they're down.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is the time to do it. And then we have the utensils to do it, just with the connections and the people. You put everybody together, it can be a better outcome than what it is,
Yep, shout out Draco, shout out Gloss, shout out, and if I was CJ, shout out to everybody that's been through it. Even the street TV dudes. You know what I'm saying? We don't have no hate towards anybody. We don't have no malice or anything like that, but we're going to...
All of a sudden, niggas is peaceful. Y'all was just running up on old men at donut shops with guns and whooping old men outside of no jumpers, stripping them naked, but it's all good.
Set the record straight, and we're going to always stand on the truth. And we got integrity before money. That's IBM. And it's sweetie. And we're going to keep getting to it. We're going to get to the bag. We're going to get to helping people move up their life and create generational wealth. And my wife got it right now.
Absolutely. And what I plan on doing, I started, putting up a t-shirt with your mugshots on there. I actually want to also add some of the other people involved in this RICO, and I'm going to make t-shirts, and all the proceeds from each brand will go to help the families that are in need for whatever you never know medical, but legal, if they need money on their books for their loved ones. I feel like I'm going to use my power and my platform to help those that are in need. So if Bricc Baby's wife needs something, if, all the others on the case need something, you know what I'm saying? If they need something, I'm going to be there to help them. So, Hoodlum, can you get together with Misguided? See, look how we got those two together. Hey, something like this, a negative turned into a positive where they were beefing for a little bit and we got them back together. So, Misguided is back on the IBM team. We're going to get together and come and our focus is helping our family get out of there, right? That's what our focus is. Not nothing negative. Put all your feelings aside and come with a greater good. So what I want to do is, can you please put together some t-shirts for all the other victims that's involved in this case? You know what I'm saying? And let's help the families that are in need. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the real thing is innocent before proven guilty, not the other way around.
Not like how Loose Cannon was trying to make Big U guilty until proven innocent, with all that snitching, but it's all good.
People are now, trying to judge people based off of what they said.
Everything that they admitted to. Who would have thought that you could have got judged off of things you admitted to? Who would have ever thought in a million years that you'd be judged off of things that you admitted to doing? Who would have saw that coming? Barnacles.
Or whatnot, but real fact is it's innocent before proven guilty. So let's run that narrative.
Shout out Bricc Baby, but Big Useless, I don't know.
Honey, he don't know. Just shut up and get off the phone, bro.
You just contradicted yourself. You just said you don't want him in jail. Okay? You see, this is the thing out of...
This is what they be talking about, dummy. Stop talking.
Always be getting with you. Can we please stick to the positive? See, this is why you need me in your life, honey, because I'm always the voice of reason with you. Okay, I'm your yang to your yang. I'm your
yang to your yang. Your yin to your yang. Oh, goodness gracious, she's a smart one.
You need to remember, this is about a greater cause here. And we don't want anyone in jail, not even Big U, not even Big U, okay? Like, think of it like we are all the Lord's children, and he will forgive even the greatest sinner of them all. He will treat every person like
now she preaching.
They're equal. One sin is not greater than another sin. And I'm going to end this conversation there because I would like to keep it on the positive route. Okay, husband?
Okay, just shout out to all the sugar plums that's making big content and running up the things. Y'all sweethearts. And y'all thinking
You worried about the wrong stuff, bro. You are in the feds. Why are you worried about who's doing content? Worry about your case. Worry about that penitentiary you about to get into that's going to be hard for you to manage and deal with.
I'm gonna be gone now. I'm gonna be back. It's just gonna run it up, and then I'll still be on y'all head.
And he loves the fact that you will be supporting him in any way, shape, or form, whether it be good or bad. We appreciate you.
Making content, keeping my name alive. I respect that, but just know, sugar plums, sugar doodles, like it's over with when I step out.
All right. On that note, my love, call me back. I'm gonna add some more money to your books. I love you.
I love you too.
Like, Cannon, stay strong. You already know the team here. We support you 100%. We want the best in this outcome.
Do I want to see Loose Cannon in jail? No. Am I going to say free Loose Cannon until he's free? No. But it is free Avenue Angel until he's free. We go. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cook, cracking this thing. 7:30 in the morning in Atlanta. It's 4:30 in the morning in LA, and I'm up getting to it, man. Clearly, I've been up for a little bit, man. I had to take care of a few things. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Just know that you need to be doing what you're doing. And I say this. You ain't brushed your teeth this morning before you watched this video. You ain't washed your face. You ain't had a glass of water. You probably need to prioritize your life, big dog. You all on the internet being messy, looking for gossip. You ain't even brush your teeth. You got that stale black and mouth from last night sitting on the dresser. That's disgusting. That shot of Hennessy you ain't finished last night. That little cheap vodka. Gross. Pour it out. Go get you some water, big dog. Brush your teeth. Wash your face. Get your SHIT together. It's early in the morning. You are being messy. Come on, bro. At least say a prayer and thank God for the day before you out here getting into this news you can use. This knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. We got a lot going on in our universe, man. We got a lot going on in our universe. And I want to talk about the overall opinions of this situation with Bricc Baby, Big U, and Loose Cannon. Number one, free those guys, man. Turtle's an idiot, but we don't want to see it. Nobody wants to see a turtle stuck in a shell. So, you know what I'm saying? See what I did there? Don't worry about it. Turtle jokes are hard. Nobody wants to see a turtle stuck in a shell. That's what we don't want to see. So, yeah, Loose Cannon's an idiot. Yeah, he's a goofball. Yeah, he's a dummy. But we don't want to see nothing happen to that dummy goofball idiot. So, you know, free all them dudes. I'm wondering about Loose Cannon's safety while in incarceration. You know, if you know, like I know, you don't want to step to this. It's a G-Funk era, funked out with a gangster twist. Loose Cannon might really have some problems. And you've said some things and you've done some things that are not becoming of Big U. You know, the whole big useless, big uterus thing, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you might have to answer for that when you in the jail with that man. Better find a mop. It's getting sticky in this. And I don't think anybody's really taking the time to think about that part of the story. The name Big U may or may not matter within your social circle, you know, as far as political ties when you're out here in the free world. But while within incarceration, I would imagine that name to hold a little bit more validity, for better or for worse. With that all being said, Loose Cannon has also been very disrespectful of the Rolling 60s, allowing WACK 100 and 600 to disrespect the Rolling 60s at the highest level. So I would imagine that somebody's going to be like, hey, you let Wooty Band with the whatchamacallit with the Wooty Band. What's up with that? And I would imagine that that would not be, you know, too high on the priority list of friendship when it comes to dealing with Loose Cannon. And I would imagine that, you know, you probably got some face for show, because if nothing else, you allow somebody to disrespect your neighborhood and your dead homies and all that kind of stuff. And even deeper than that, you know, who knows where this issue between him and Big U is really going to go once everything is said and done, and they're now waiting on wooty bam, wooty bam, wooty bam. You feel me? So, I just think that there might be an issue of safety involving loose cannon. I thought about that. I'm like, he might have dug himself into a hole a turtle can't crawl his way out of. But that's neither here nor there. Keeping it on loose cannon, I see that he called into No Jumper. He called into Community last night. And, I sent a text, to AD. I ain't gonna lie. I said, calling into a podcast to talk about the indictment you got for calling into podcast is crazy. That is insane. No DW Flame. That is absolutely insane. No DW Flame. Calling into a podcast to discuss the indictment you got for talking too much on podcasts, barnacles. That right there is absolutely barnacles. Barnacles. That is, shut up. Little 3 Series Benz. Stop playing. 3 Series Beamer. Stop playing. Get that little Matchbox car out here, man. In his Hot Wheel move. Anyway, yeah, that's barnacles. And it just goes to show that maybe you're not taking it serious. Maybe you're not really respecting the situation. Like Bricc did a quick little 60-second tap in, but you could tell that it was towards the end of this phone call. He was talking to who he was talking to, and it said, you got 60 seconds left. And Bricc was like, oh, man, I'm all right. I'm going to do cool, man. Y'all be safe. And that was kind of the end of it. And I think that's where it should start and stop right there. Like, bro, you are fighting a federal indictment. A federal indictment. And you still calling it a podcast screaming out sweetie. Like, bro, let the character go. Let the character go. We need more Tremaine and less loose cannon. Because this just don't make no sense. But with that all being said, these dudes are... It's a lot of playing going on, man. It's a lot of playing going on. Speaking of playing, man, you got Snitch Honey and Rat. Now, this is what I don't get. I put 2 videos up yesterday. One video of Officer Rat saying that he gave pow-pows to Big U in the rolling 60s. How is he not in jail? Another video of him, admitting to putting hands on 40 Glock. How is he not in jail? I got another video I'm going to put up today, where he's admitting to putting a hit on somebody. How is he not in jail? How? They got loose cannon screaming sweetie, but this nigga's not in jail. That's amazing to me. And he knows so much about everybody and everything in everybody's situation. WACK's so informed of all the goings on within our universe, all the goings on within our, whatever, blah, blah, blah. How he not in jail? I don't understand that. How are you online saying that, yeah, you gave guns to the Rolling 60s and Big U? Big U and, particular members of the Rolling 60s are now facing an indictment. You on, whoopty bam, admitting to give out the pow pow. How are you not in jail? It's a lot of things in life I don't understand. Quantum physics, rocket science, you feel me? How a cell phone works, how a light bulb works. I mean, I understand the little coil and the concept of like that, but how does this all really work? Put it together, for real? Can you create a light bulb right now? Because shit, I can't. So I don't understand how a lot of different things work. But you know what I really don't get? How the hell is Officer Rat Hunter on the streets? That I'll probably figure out how to make a light bulb before I figure out that one. That's crazy. And then meanwhile, you got Snitch Hunter just all over the internet. He happier than... Never mind. I can't say that. He happy. You feel me? He happy. But, like, do you feel safe? You good to come outside? You still not gonna go outside. You still not turfing. You still not around. What's up, bro? Like, and it's like 600's whole point, and his whole goal is like to make a mockery of like just gang banging and blah blah blah, and show you that kids, I took down the biggest gang member. Don't be like that and blah blah blah. But it's not really a lesson for kids because, nigga, they don't want to grow up to be like you either. They're not gonna put you on a box of no Wheaties for this. Nigga, you are not finna get a Wheaties box. Don't nobody want to grow up to be like you. Big you, and loose cannon and Bricc, baby. The busters. Like, don't nobody want to grow up to be like you, bro. You're actually a loser. You feel me? And maneuvering how you maneuvering just explains to everybody why this is what you should learn from this. If you outside and you doing wooty bam, stop letting strangers around you, because Christopher Love Boys has no history around anybody within the Los Angeles streets prior to 2012. Because before that, he was a cop. Still a cop. But prior to 2012, we know niggas from your hood. You have no history. Never poked nothing, never popped nothing. Stop fronting. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You're like, who has any childhood pictures with this is my dummy cousin. I don't even got no childhood pictures with this idiot. Who got real childhood pictures with Christopher Love Boys right now? Show me a picture of Christopher Love Boys on any type of activity in high school. I'll give you $1,000 right now. Any type of activity. One. Just one. I'll take him just in the background of a bunch of real ninjas, and he just there, and he just happened to be throwing up the hood. I'll take one. It's not gonna happen. I get $1,000 right now. Boosie voice. $1,000 right now. Boosie voice. Spoke on WACK being a rat, telling on everybody. If y'all can't see that WACK is snitching on everybody right now, you just don't want to see it. If you can't see that Rat Run Hunter is telling on everybody right now, you just don't want to see it. 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 You feel me? Oh, I do want to get into this. They're like, oh, Adam and Vlad, they be getting people locked up. You niggas be getting yourselves locked up. I was watching this X4 interview the other day, and I can't remember exactly what Adam asked him. X4 sat there in silence and looked at him. No expression on his face, no nothing. He just sat there and just looked at him. Like, nigga, what's up with you, bro? You good? You straight? You all right? X4 just looked at him and just complete, like, nothing. You have an option of answering the question that way. You don't actually have to get on, whether you know it, guys, you don't actually have to get on camera and try to out gangbanger the next gangbanger. You don't have to do that. You don't have to get on camera and start talking about how you got more skulls than swabbles. You don't have to get on camera and talk about how you ran into this person's dispensary and did that, this, and another. You don't have to get on camera and talk about how you are selling or giving ammunition and firearms to what is actually your opposing side. And I think that that's so crazy that a blood would give pow-pows to Crips. What kind of blood gives pow-pows to Crips? Barnacles. Barnacles, barnacles, barnacles. Barnacles. So, you know, that's that. But you can't continue to blame these podcasts for what these dudes decide to go on camera and say. Accountability is a mother chucker, bro. Accountability is a mother chucker. You have to be accountable for what comes out of your mouth. And you have to think before you speak. It's like these dudes, I said this once and I said this twice and I'm going to say it 3 times. Gangbanging is all for clout. Trigger warning, gang members, don't get mad at me. But gangbanging is all for clout. You do everything for a name. Oh, I'm this person. Oh, I'm that person. Oh, they don't know me. I'm really like this. Oh, they don't know me. I'm really like that. I'm infant, tiny, newborn, blah, 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 blah. I'm big, super duper, extra out, blah, 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 blah. You feel me? Call me Wookie Bam. Niggas know about me. Niggas know my skits. Niggas know my programs. Niggas know I'm getting money. Niggas know I'm flocking. Niggas know I got the good tree. Niggas know I got the good dope. Niggas know I got the pow-pows. Niggas know I got. Niggas know I got. Niggas know I got. Niggas know I got. All that's clout chasing. Because you're doing all that so niggas know you got. You want to be known. It's clout chasing. It's all it is clout chasing. So, gang members, and I ain't just talking about one, I'm talking about them all. Crip niggas, blood niggas, essays, Asians, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, white boys, Jamaicans, Latin kings, disciples, viceroy, Haitians, Paurus, Hoovers, Norteños, Serranos, viceroys, angels, whatever, blah, 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 Serranos, Norteños, Hells Angels, Mongols, watching. Shout out to the SOSs and the TRGs and the ABCs in Stockton, California. I don't know if they get along, but they all mess with me. So shout out to you guys. Hope you guys are getting along great. If you're not, try to work on it. Words are hard. Words are rupees. Anyway, I'm talking to everybody. You don't have to get onto these cameras and tell these stories about crime and crimes that you've gotten away with that are now about to be prosecuted for because you got away with it and decided to tell about how you got away with it. You actually don't have to do that. I get the allure. I'm not going to pretend like I don't understand why, you know, people do it, because you're getting attention and it's like you're getting feedback. You're getting what appears to be praise for it. But just because everybody watch a plane crash don't mean they cheer for it. That means they just watched the plane crash. Really think about what I said. Just because everybody sat back and watched the plane crash don't mean that they cheer for it. That means they just sat back and watched the plane crash. Think about that, man. I think that's a good place for me to end my 1-2 step like Sierra for this morning. Rich Trapper tapping in, man. TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge you can't get in college, man. I'm outside reporting from the field, somewhere that these ninjas can't go. Gonna give y'all some news y'all can use, man. Have a beautiful morning. It's Tuesday, 7:57 in the morning. It's 4:57 in LA. We up out of here, man. Free Avenue Agent 23. We gone. Y'all Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cook, cracking the same, say we back in the same, like cook, cracking the same. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe for everything we got going on here on TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, good knowledge. You ain't finna get in nobody's college. You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe, everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Wait, I don't like that one. Here at TNN Trap News Network. The claps is better. 25,000 subscribers gonna give away $100. 15,000 subscribers gonna give away another $100. Make sure I tap in with that tap in for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use, that good knowledge. You're not finna get nobody's college. Big dog, tap in with that tap in. Make sure you're in fact tapped in with that good tap in, man. Make sure I get everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. I need y'all to like, I need y'all to comment, I need y'all to subscribe, everything we got going on, and I need y'all to get into that Man at the Garden freestyle. Please don't touch my. I got a body on it. Make sure you get into that. And Fairy Tales is out now. Pretty brown, driving me wow. That's out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that. We finna jump into this content, but before we do, man, richtraphouse.com to get you some of this good merch, man. Shout out to Sharp. We finna slide over there. Shout out to Sharp, man. He's speaking on Bricc, baby. Getting locked up. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Thing of that nature. Hey, man, listen, at the end of the day, that's my brother, Free Bricc. You know, I got the paperwork on him of his second, like them trying to pretty much, they got a whole separate sealed indictment. Oh, man. It just seemed like they ain't trying to let him go. You know, he's not going to walk away without a scathe on him. Like, they're going to make sure he...
No, Bricc Baby's finna do time. Nigga, you've been doing a little bit. Bricc Baby's been doing this dance that the feds like to call the Dos Muchos. Nigga, you've been doing too much. Bricc Baby's been doing this dance that the feds like to call the Dos Muchos. Nigga, you're doing too much. Too much. 4 minus too much. You feel me?
He get it, it looks like, you know, and I don't like that shit, man. It's crazy, like, it's diabolical. And just to hear them, you know, the feds talk about how they've used some of these podcasts as tools, it's crazy. Can't really blame the platforms, you know, and I say this in a general standpoint. It's not at Bricc or at a Loose Cannon or anybody like that that's, you know what I'm saying? That's not even it. It's just like, when you go on these platforms, homie, you have to watch what you say. Never get too comfortable, because the feds obviously let it be known that they're using certain podcasts as tools.
But here's the thing, too. First of all, they're not using certain podcasts as tools. They're using all podcasts as tools. If you're speaking online, you are being used as a tool. So if you go online and you speak about anything, podcasts, rap songs, movies, TVs, interviews, whatever the case is, where you have a voice, anything you can say can and will be used against you. So it's not like, oh, they're just using podcasts. Rappers been getting hit up for lyrics, all kind of stuff. So that's just that. If you go into a media space talking crazy, they're gonna boop, bop, bing, boom, boom, bop, bam. The type you just don't understand. So make sure that you are always aware and you're always doing your due diligence and you're always paying attention to the surroundings and the situations around you, because you can't be a victim, big dog. You can't be a victim.
This is out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? They're saying we're using podcasts and places that people have been, that they're looking at, or whatever the case may be. They're looking at these platforms and they're using these things as tools. So it's like, when do we wake up and smell the coffee? How serious does it have to get for people to kind of shut down certain stuff that shouldn't be spoke about? Whether it's to make it a little spicier for the interview, the podcast, whatever the case may be, it obviously doesn't fall in someone's best interest to do something like that. Being Bricc, you know, my brother, like, he was like thick as thieves. Like, that's, especially us trying to take a different trajectory of trying to change our lives in this crazy ass format, you know, and still trying to embrace it. I seen what the brother was trying to do, you know, even with the podcasting, and, you know, I think that we kind of lose ourselves in that, in the media world and doing content, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you want to feed the people, you want to give them what they want to hear. They want to hear some spicy shit. And the motherfucker don't ever want to hear no drag. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of people put a lot of drag and there's a lot of smoke and mirrors into what's being said on every podcast. I'm just being honest, man. Like, as much as I want to throw salt at it and say, man, these podcasts know what they're doing, maybe to a certain extent, but I don't really see it being where, you know, they're just drawing it out of me. Because that ain't the lick. That ain't what's going on. People are willingly sitting there and talking about certain situations, whether they're blowing smoke out of them and just making them go up, or
whether they're being 100% serious and giving up full confessions because they're idiots. This is what's going on these podcasts. These are what these dudes are doing.
You know, they're telling the truth. It doesn't really, I don't know. It's kind of crazy to me, man, when I really look at it. You know, I'm with putting out content. I'm cool with
But Sharp said I ain't with self-snitching and I ain't with getting myself locked up and indicted.
You know, spicing it up. But that just took place, I ain't with none of that. You know what I mean? If that's shit gets you, then I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd rather bow out gracefully. I don't want nothing to do with that. That's what they doing. They taking words or anything. I don't even say anything, nor do I do anything. But just, it makes you a nervous Nelly when you see, like, damn.
Makes you a nervous Nelly.
One team don't nobody want to play with, man. People can make all the jokes. I'm not saying anybody's making any jokes, but you know how people do. Like, people make all the jokes they want to and say all the shit they want to say. Man, there's 3 letters you never want outside your door. We all knew this type of shit was coming. It was a matter of time. See, it was all speculation and all. Look, everybody always talks about somebody in the most craziest way and don't be accurate about none of it. We all knew that the police watch all this and nobody ever talks about it. It's been said once or twice and swept under the rug.
I say it all the time. You guys just don't pay attention. I say it all the time, but whatever.
Maybe because nothing ever happened behind it. Nothing ever happened behind it. It's like somebody getting actually like really hurt behind this podcast. You know what I'm saying? It has this part of it actually hit its motive. It's at the bucket's tipped. That lets you know that there's a.
I really enjoy Sharp's lingo. That nigga said the bucket's tipped. You're a nervous Nelly. Sharp is full of quotables, bro. Sharp is full of quotables. You might not like Sharp, but that nigga is full of quotables. You're a nervous Nelly with a bucket that has been tipped. Shout out to Sharp. He's hilarious.
A lot more coming. Buckets are tipping.
Buckets are tipping.
Man, listen. That white boy cannot protect nobody from what they say on that platform. Because I seen somebody say something about it. Like, they think whoop say protect her. No, he can't protect nobody. What, shell a couple bucks or something in your court case or there's some commissary? That ain't gonna stand for nothing. And then they hear people say, like, I will cooperate with the police. I want them to know that I'm on their side.
That's FLAKKO that he's quoting. That's FLAKKO that he's quoting.
Man, that's a nigga. Man, he's telling y'all blatantly, and you know what? Y'all still with it. You still with it, homie. Real said it. I mean, I'm not knocking him. It's just what he said. Just going off of what the man said. You know, he's like, hey, I'm not going against no grain. If there's anything not going to help, they need me to open up the vault on tapes. They need any type of clips. I am all the way 100% in cooperation. It's like if nobody was making money together or able to use each other, the people that you see that claim that they are friends and people that say that they are close would never be. You would never see.
You would never see a T-Rail or an AD or an Ace Boy Pun or a Smack hanging out with a pathetic fatso. The only reason I said it a million times, the only reason that nigga's around is because they use that nigga for a benefit, for clicks, for views. I can get some money off this nigga. He gonna do this. He's gonna go up and blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that. Nobody's actually friends with you, bro. Nobody actually wants to be your homie.
Some of the relationships, that's why a lot of them didn't work out. Hell, even with me. A lot of them, we were never supposed to really be friends. I would never knew any of these people. The majority of them that talk about me, if it wasn't for being in media or being in a place that brings diversity of a lot of different people, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'll be real, where I come from, it ain't the most liked, homie. You know what I'm saying? It's for the Marines, man, for the few and the proud. So, I mean,
it's going to take place like that. And I think that's what's been taking place through the whole media situation already. Real shit. It's been nothing but problems. Hope Loose Cannon get out. Hope Bricc Baby get out. Hey, man, I hope 4 Extra get out. I hope all man Crip Man.
And with that being said, man, free Avenue Angel until he's free. We are gone. What's the deal, y'all? Sharp type in TNN Trap News Network. We back and say, like, cracking the same. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. For more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good newsington you can usington. It's that good allergito. You're not going to get nobody's collagito, big dog. Tap in with that tap in. So make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in. You feel me? You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, and hit that good subscribe button, man. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Hit all, say tapped in for the latest and the greatest. Everything we have going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that news you can use. It's that knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Make sure you tap into that if you ain't tapped into that. And I need y'all to make sure y'all get into Fairy Tales, out now on all streaming platforms. That's right, Fairy Tales is out now. And Man at the Garden Freestyle is out now. Please don't touch my it got a body on it. Make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that. And I need y'all to drop comments, man, because the best comment between now and 25,000 subscribers on this page will get a $100 cash at Bington. That's right, we're giving away that good Chiliana. And the best comment between now and 15,000 on a new page will get a $100 cash at Bington as well. So make sure you get into that if you ain't got into all of that. We finna slide over here to community. Shout out to community. Even though AD don't ever call out WACK on his lies because that's his uncle, but it's cool. Don't worry about it. AD, you a real Compton Crip. Why do you let a Paru who can't go on Paru Street spread lies and propaganda on your platform? That's a different story for a different day. We finna jump into this content, man. Shout out to community. Make sure y'all show them a love. Show them some love. Get them some likes, some subscriptions, and some comments. Let's get into it. Let's go.
WACK 100 post Bricc Baby's paperwork. It's on the internet, brother.
Where? How come WACK 100 whenever post WACK? Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm gonna say this general over this video. It's interesting how whenever WACK says something, everybody looks up. AD turn back fast. Where? But when we post about WACK's paperwork and all that kind of stuff, niggas be like, is that a leprechaun over there riding a zebra? Oh, okay, cool. Like, what are you talking about? Niggas see leprechauns and zebras when it comes to that nigga shit, but when it comes to everybody, where? A bit of barnacles, but all right.
Got caught with an AK.
But Bricc Baby paperwork is really ugly. I'm not gonna lie.
We knew he got called AK. He was denying it. I knew he got called AK. He was denying it.
Why would you admit to getting caught with an AK on a public platform?
But that was public knowledge. I knew that for sure. He was denying it. So what that say?
This nigga Pun is retarded. He was denying it. He was denying it. A Pun do kind of look like a potato. I get why they call him a potato. Right there, bro, do look like a baked potato. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me see. What is that? Pull it up. Don't panic. All right.
Shout out to Don't Panic.
AD homies is going down. That's up, man. All this is crazy.
Oh, let's see. United States District Court, Zaire, aka Bricc Baby, Big MPA Central. On or about July 12, 2022, in Los Angeles County, within the Central District of California, defendant Zaire Mitchell, also known as Bricc Baby, aka Big Shitty, aka MPA Central, aka Shitty Montana, aka Baby Bricc.
God damn, that man needs a toilet for all that shit. Golly.
Bricc Central knowingly possessed ammunition, namely 3 rounds of a spear, 9mm Luger caliber ammunition, which was expelled from a firearm that he possessed on or about June 23rd, 2023 in Los Angeles County within the Central District of California. Defendant Zaire Mitchell, also known as Bricc Baby, aka Big Shitty, blah, 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 knowingly possessed the following firearms and ammunition, each in an affected interstate in foreign commerce.
Let's hear it.
A Ruger model LCP 380 caliber.
Hey, now what I will say is Bricc Baby had that Call of Duty loadout.
Pistol bearing a serial number, a Canic model TP96F 9mm caliber pistol, a random model Hellpup 5.56 x 45 caliber pistol,
approximately 26 rounds.
Having a pistol that shoot the 5.5 pistols is
The Cascades cartridge, 9mm caliber ammunition, approximately 32 rounds of Lake City 5.56 caliber ammunition, approximately 6 rounds of Giello Fiacchio Lecco 380 caliber ammunition, approximately 31 rounds of a Remington Peters 5.56 ammunition, approximately 36 rounds of Hornady 5.56
Court just said in the back, like, I'm not getting involved in this. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all handle that one.
caliber, 1 round of a Spear 45 caliber ammunition, and 1 round of precision made cartridge 45 caliber precision. Okay.
Help up is an AK-47, brother.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of guns.
AK-47, brother. What?
Better find the mop is getting sticky in his itch. Goodness gracious, Bricc baby. What the hell was you hunting?
What do you?
Bricc baby was just out there looking for Bigfoot. He had to defend himself while he was outside looking for the Loch Ness monster. So y'all wondering what Bricc baby was on. He was outside hunting Bigfoot. So you know you gotta protect yourself, man. Bigfoot can get a little elusive. You feel me? You gotta be careful, man. You know, Bigfoot be tripping.
You have to say now, AD. All your homies. All your homies.
It's a lot of guns. It's a lot of ammunition.
All your homies.
He said, closing this situation out, I spoke on it, so I had to show the proof. I told you guys for 18 months. Bricc baby.
AD, I'm calling you out, bro. I'm gonna keep calling niggas out. Y'all steady quoting Officer Rat Run Hunter. Well, WACK said, well, WACK said, well, WACK said, well, WACK said. So that lets me know that y'all see what's being said about WACK. So I ain't mad at y'all for quoting WACK. That is the news you can use, and knowledge you can't get nobody's college. My question is, why is it that when a narrative is anti-WACK or against WACK, anti-Flakkiana or against Flakkiana, y'all just sit there and act oblivious? It's not just me. Munchie B just said the same thing on Back on Fig. It's not just me. I know you niggas see the comments after the situation about Monty Blanco. It's not just me. I know y'all niggas see y'all own comments in y'all shit. It's not just me. I know y'all hear the disdain in Adam 22, Academic, and Vlad and Trap Laura Ross's voice when they talking to and about this nigga. It's not just me. It's not just me. I'm just the nigga saying it out loud. We y'all can't stand this rat. I'm just the first to admit it. So I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see. As a matter of fact, I don't even want y'all can keep the rat quote off my page. Y'all got it on y'all page, but y'all can keep the rat quote off my page. I'm straight. Y'all the homies though, but your homie, your friend, niggas bums. Niggas bums. Them your friends? Them your homies? Oh. Niggas bums.
What I said. Yeah. Now, let's pull up the clip of me yesterday that y'all tried to pull up of what I said. Yeah. Nigga.
Where was that at?
I don't know. 6 pulled it up.
I know it's on our page, though.
See what I'm saying? Just because I'm an old head, I don't give into all the bullshit and play them internet games. I'll say some shit, everybody think I'm just talking. Mm-hmm. If a nigga's on the internet talking all this shit, these niggas is informants, cuz. That's the only way I look at this shit.
So is WACK not an informant? So is WACK not an informant? Is WACK not? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Do me a favor, babe. Remind me to call Ace Boy Pun and AD on Wednesday when they live on Community, because I want to ask a question about WACK being an informant. Don't let me forget, all right? Appreciate it.
How you that
I'm going to ask the question. Don't worry about it.
Comfortable being on the internet talking about all this shit, bro?
That's your homie. That's your big homie WACK on it. Informant. So where does it start? Interesting.
That's my take on it. I'm standing on it. How you that comfortable talking about street shit? I don't know, man. All this shit is weird, though, bro.
It is, though. On God.
I don't know. And I see everybody like, damn, LA niggas, the LA niggas. And I'm like, that's crazy. Because how many niggas is really on the internet doing it right now, though?
Ain't no Compton niggas. I'll tell you that.
There we go. Separation!
For sure. Oh, God.
The separation.
This shit is
Ain't
crime.
no Compton niggas doing it. That's funny.
All right, AD. When LA be beneficial again, keep your ass on the other side of that 110 then. All right. Niggas want to separate? Cool. When shit come back to being all right, keep your ass on the other side of that 110 then, my nigga. All right, bet. They don't come. All right, bet. No. Touche. Have fun at the Crystal Hotel and Casino. You got it. Touche. You got it. But all right, when the shit real in, remember, you said it. We didn't put the division up. You did.
This is an interesting week.
It's been a crazy week.
All right, y'all. We up out of here. Make sure y'all show some love to the community, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Everything that they got going on. Make sure y'all tap in with that tap in. Join. Show some love to the community if you ain't did that. We up out of here. Random. I need to interrupt this broadcast to give y'all some breaking news you can use. Some knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college real quick. Hold on, man. Let me do this. Well, because something just happened. And I need y'all to see it. Wow, here we go. All right. Share screen here. All right. All right. Let's do this real quick. What's the deal, y'all? Sharp typing in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same. Like, cook, cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with the tap in to make sure, in fact, tapped in with that good tap in, man. It's 1:16 in the morning, but something just came across through by way of text message. Somebody told me I need to go slide over to Don't Panic, so I'm finna do that. Shout out to the homie Don't Panic. Like, comment, subscribe, man. If you ain't got into this content, get into this content. Rich Trapper, man, at the Garden Freestyle. Please don't touch my. I got a body on it. Get into that if you ain't got into that. I also need y'all to get into Fairy Tales as well as Boogeyman out now on all streaming platforms. My bad, y'all. It's 1:30 in the morning. I just woke up to give y'all some quick news you can use, some quick knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though. All right. So I know I want to start actually here. All right, boom. Where is the sound? What the hell? Oh, I'm tripping right here.
So much for being fresh. If the Fed's watching, I made it 41 years into this life before I had involvement, conversation with federal agents. And when they showed up, I was wearing a red Nike Tech. Not exactly the definition of fresh, but I got a crazy update. I'm going to do the Good Diligent podcaster thing, and I'm going to save it for tomorrow at 4 p.m. with Lush and some surprise guests. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. 22ster has got a big update. Tap inwardly.
Inwardly is definitely a Rich Trapper phrase. I always say that, tap inwardly. Anyway, don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and slide over to Don't Panic. With that being said, Adam says that he has the feds coming to his crib. Barnacles. Let's see what academics has to say.
I'll spare the people. I'm sure they'll watch anyway, but I'll tell you exactly what happened. And I don't expect you to tell the whole truth tomorrow, so I'll tell people what happened. They showed up at Adam's crib. And by the way, didn't I tell y'all? The feds value no jumper. It's a reason they're not
the feds for sure about, Jumper. And it's crazy that the feds have not hit that door for evidence and tapes and all kind of stuff. I mean, I guess they really don't have to, though, because it's all public knowledge information on the internet. So I guess they really wouldn't have to subpoena No Jumper really for anything. But I would imagine that the feds would love a good No Jumper sweep. And I'm sure that they're watching anybody who come in and out that building and whatever you're doing going in and out that building. You feel me?
Kicking down the doors at No Jumper, because they could kick down the doors, seize CCTV footage, especially if the people who are in their recall
from situations like No Jumper fights in parking lots, random brawls,
have been in that building. But what they don't want to do is spook No Jumper. Why? No Jumper is a place that's not saying Adam is doing this cognizantly, but gang members are going there to confess. So they're
why would they water it down? Why would they, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Bay Girl. Why would they water it down? If they know that everybody's coming here to snitch, why would they? You guys are just in here telling on yourselves. Why would I stop this easy cash cow we got here?
They're not going to kick down the doors of a place that's helping them. This is what they did. Guaranteed. I haven't even talked to Adam. Guaranteed. And Adam's going to listen to me say this. No, I'm right. No, I'm right. And I guarantee he doesn't say the full story on YouTube. By the way, just remember, y'all boys over there on the West Coast new to that Rico game. I covered a few that had some Ricos, so I know exactly how it goes. Don't ask me how. Them feds showed up to Adam's crib. Remember, they have respect. They don't want to kick down the No Jumper doors because No Jumper would probably be spooked. As an entire organization, Adam himself, a lot of shit would be happening. They showed up to Adam, and they probably said to Adam, here's the deal, brother. These people who you've had on your platform, one you've employed, they're the suspects in our RICO case. We believe you might have surveillance footage. We believe they might have texted you certain shit, said certain things to you, or we have maybe you talking to them.
Damn, y'all think Adam is telling? Y'all think Adam is is Adam the newest snitch in the RICO? That is Barnakellius pulling. Damn, and then they gonna for sure say that nigga pulled people on his platform just to set him up. Now, Adam, you gonna have a hard time living down this one, big dog. They for sure finna start saying that. Oh yeah, you see, I've been saying that the white boy set niggas up. You for sure finna hear that.
While we had their phones tapped, they don't want to arrest Adam. What they're gonna try to tell Adam is, y'all have deleted some episodes. Y'all have whatever. We need those. Because now they're already locked up people. They're planning for the case. They're planning for it.
Hey, Micah Hayes, that story is actually coming up, but we just detoured. I got it. Just chill out and enjoy the content. I promise I'm in control of the situation. I got it. I promise.
Trial. What Adam's going to do, I guarantee you now, he's going to call a lawyer. And what's going to happen, they're going to do a proffer. This is how it works. They're going to say, Adam, we don't want you, but we want your surveillance footage.
Damn.
Or else, and they do have an or else. Or else, and this is us, if they knocked on your door and you could make a Instagram video about it, it's because they're being nice to you. The or else is going to be, oh, we're going to issue a grand jury subpoena. And now you got to go sit there in this proceeding that's happening now. They're grand jurying Big U and them niggas now. The grand jury indictment's coming soon. They're going to say to Adam, unless you want us to subpoena you for that, and you got to go testify in a secret court proceeding where you are going to be under oath and can't lie anyway, or you could just give us your footage. Give us these videos. Give us.
Hey, academics is low-key academics is spitting right now. Low-key academics is spitting right now. This situation right here just went from ugly to hideous.
These conversations.
Let me know in the comments what y'all think Adam finna do.
These messages. And if you ask me, I'll see how Adam plays it. But like this is cap. Like they ain't asking Adam no questions. They already know everything. They're only trying to get proof of things. Give us video. Give us audio. Do you have surveillance? Do you have this? Yo, you were mentioned while we are combing through or we're listening on the wiretap. They said this shit happened in front of Adam. Could you sign an affidavit to this? The other option is they're gonna bring you in front of a grand jury. Now, here's the reason why Adam is gonna want to cooperate. And by the way, this is not telling for everybody to know.
It's telling, but go off. It's telling, but go off.
It's not telling.
It's telling.
When the feds
chat, what y'all think? Is it telling? Let me know. I said it's telling.
Do a light knock on your door and talk to you and whatever. Yeah, you could go get a lawyer or whatever. But you know what they tell you? If you play hardball with them, they're going to subpoena you to grand jury. And you better make sure everything going on up in No Jumper is proper. Because now they don't like playing with somebody who's thinking they're being an asshole to them. So yeah, in reality, I'm pretty sure whatever they want from Adam will go give up. Yo, give us surveillance footage. Here, take it.
Yeah,
hey, give us this. Here, take it.
Hey.
Adam, I'll spare the people. I'm sure they'll watch anyway, but I'll tell you exactly what happened. And I don't expect you to tell the whole truth tomorrow.
Hold on. So that's that one. And then it's another one.
Adam, I'll spare the feds was watching this whole situation. And there's two reasons I believe
feds watching.
There are two reasons I believe they actually arrested Big U and everyone else at that time. I'm gonna tell you why. First and foremost, WACK. WACK went online and started to yap about Big U getting arrested. You know what's starting to happen? Big U stopped going home. Bro.
Damn. Is it WACK's fault? Barnacles.
My best friend 6ix9ine. He told me, bro, 6ix9ine told me a month before he got arrested. Actually, months before. He said, there's white cars all down the fucking, bro. If you think the feds just like randomly say we're gonna go pick these guys up and no surveillance, you're out of your fucking mind. The reason why they locked up Big U, they lost track of him. Clear. My nigga, 6ix9ine said he knew the feds was on him when he walked outside, and there would be regular cars on the block because 6ix9ine lived on like Locust. It wasn't Locust Street that time. He lived at this new spot in Brooklyn, but it was like still in kind of the middle of the hood where like regular people are. Bro, there'll be regular cars there. He said there was a time he would come outside, and when he looked outside, it was all white vans, no regular cars. What do you think was out there? Did you think that it was just chilling? What do you think was going on there, bro? They're surveilling you, bro. They're watching who's coming in. They're trying to listen to conversations. They're doing the most. If you don't think that was happening at No Jumper, you're retarded. So this whole thing where, like, it's very telling. If they dropped the arrest warrant and went for the sweep and they couldn't get the head guy, most likely is because they thought the head guy was in the wins. So they're saying, fuck it. So I think
Academics logic is actually logicking right now. He's making a lot of really good points.
WACK alerting Big U. Big U stopped coming home. If they hit Big U's home at the break of dawn, why wasn't Big U at his home? Because Big U stopped going home. Probably started staying at hotels, other people's places, moving around. You get what I'm saying? They probably searched a house, detained his family. They got to let the family go. They don't got no arrest warrant for them. So I guarantee that's what it is. Trust me. It
definitely makes sense that they have surveillance to use the podcast to speed up the investigation.
And also, here's the thing too. If they're going to No Jumper, remember, Loose and Bricc was at No Jumper the day before they got arrested. I guarantee you the feds were surveilling No Jumper too.
For sure.
But remember, I keep telling y'all, they're not going to hit No Jumper. Like, if the feds hit my podcast studio for a nigga I fuck with, Bro, I'm not doing no type of like if they hit. Well, Adam's kind of a dummy in that sense because Adam seems to like really love this shit. If the feds hit up your spot about your content, I would imagine your content would change from now on. Like, all right, bro, it's a reason why record labels, as soon as a nigga get a RICO, no more music come out because they don't want the feds kicking down their doors. Now, I don't think they want to spook Adam. They don't want to raid his spot because he might just stop doing interviews with gang members about crimes, which they like.
That's real. If he's spooked, that's the end of that. We're not going to continue to move like this, bro. This whole program got to switch.
The feds was watching this whole situation, and there's two reasons I believe.
Feds watching.
There are two reasons I believe they actually.
All right, man. So that's that, man. That's that. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all comment, make sure y'all subscribe, chat, y'all stay and kick it. Y'all know the deal. Red dot to the left. Y'all know the rest free. Avenue Angel tweets free. We go. All right. Let me go ahead and give y'all back to what y'all was on. I'm gonna give y'all this real quick. And then let me see. Hold on. Trap up at 10 and Trap News Network. We back in the same. Like cook crack in the same. Man, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. More of this good content we got going on here at 10 and Trap News Network. Like, comment, subscribe. For more of this good news you use. This is good knowledge. You can't get nobody's college, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with that good tap in. And make sure you are, in fact, laced up with the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good newsington, you can usington. Good knowledgeito, you can't get it nobody collegeito. Tap in with a tap in, man. 25,000 subscribers, you're going to get away $100. 15,000 subscribers, you're going to get away another $100. 25,000, we're going to give away 15, we're going to give away. Man at the Garden freestyle out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Please don't touch my, it got a body on it. It's out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that. And I need y'all to also tap in with Fairy Tales and the Boogeyman are both out now. Get into that if you ain't got into that. We finna jump into this Kantiana. We finna get into this Kantiana. We got two gangsters for YouTube saying that Bricc Baby was popped up 2 times in the feds. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
What it do, YouTube? What it do? So I was watching Clubhouse today, and they reported that Bricc Baby got shanked up.
Okay, so if you're watching Clubhouse, it's probably safe to say that this is a lie. It didn't happen. I'm gonna go ahead and jump out the window and say probably not.
Now, if this story came from WACK or 600, then I wouldn't even be talking about this right now. But because it came from a reliable resource, this is the reason that I'm speaking on it now. Salute to my boy Big Chuck for the content. Now, the word on the streets is Bricc Baby got tagged yesterday. They're saying that it has something to do with an ongoing case.
I just got this information that came in through the line, and they saying that Bricc Baby got stabbed, man.
I would like to hope that that's not true. But then, see, here's the thing, too. This is why I'm skeptical. I don't believe that Bricc Baby got hit before Loose Cannon. That's the part about it that doesn't make sense to me, because Loose Cannon would be more considered a snitch than Bricc Baby. And if they was talking about situations and cases and all that kind of stuff, situations will arise with our lives, but you got to be smart about it. Celebration with the guys. But, don't worry about it. Meanwhile, I love you. You're my girl. Don't worry about it. Usher songs are hard. I would assume that Loose Cannon will be hit before Bricc Baby. So that's not really making too much sense to me. I'm not really 100% understanding that one.
Somebody go check on y'all people. Y'all hear about it. So I'm telling you what my people said. That Bricc Baby got hit today, bro. And they saying that this got to do with some other ongoing cases.
According to Big Chuck.
And again, the reason why I would say Loose Cannon would make more sense to get hit before Bricc Baby is because, number one, Loose Cannon is banging 60s. You're banging a Crip gang. So you went against your Crip gang to stand by a blood. You went against your homie to stand by a blood. You snitched on your homie to stand next to a blood. That's a lot of violation right there. That's a lot of flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. Even with that being said, past that, you have Loose Cannon in the indictment literally snitching. That's another flu, flammery, skullduggery, and larceny. So those are enough reasons right there to get you tagged within any kind of correctional facility. Speaking even deeper than that, if the Rolling 60s wouldn't deal with Loose Cannon, then the Crips would deal with Loose Cannon. If the Crips decided not to deal with Loose Cannon, then the Blacks as a whole would deal with Loose Cannon. If the Blacks as a whole didn't choose to deal with Loose Cannon, I would imagine at that point the compound would deal with Loose Cannon. So I have a hard time believing that Bricc Baby kind of got hit up before Loose. Like that doesn't make the most sense to me. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm saying that to me, that's not the most logical.
Bricc Baby got shanked up not too long ago. Allegedly, it happened at the MDC jail in LA. As of right now, nobody knows what condition that he is in. Hopefully, this story isn't true and that my boy Bricc Baby is okay. I'm pretty sure the only person that may know is his wife. She's the only one that can confirm if this story is true.
Whatever the federal jail is called in LA, they saying he got poked up. Do you understand that? Bricc Baby got hit up today, bro, like a couple of hours ago. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say if he was in critical or if he in stable condition, but they saying.
And it sucks that people will go online and speak about it. Yeah, he got hit up today. My people were telling me, nigga, you ain't in there. How you know what happened? That don't even make sense. And it's crazy somebody go to jail and all of a sudden you got these random ass niggas. Y'all got somebody in there. Nigga, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't, bro. No, you don't.
And that he got stabbed in MDC in LA.
A lot of people said that Bricc Baby is a snitch, but come to find out, Bricc Baby is not even in the same RICO. He's getting
not even in the same RICO. That nigga's in an entirely different situation.
Charged separately from Big U. He's not even listed as a defendant for that Big U RICO case. They're saying that Bricc Baby made a deal with the feds. Now, the reason why they separated his case so that when Bricc Baby walks out free, that they can't say it had anything to do with telling on Big U because he ain't listed in that case. But in reality, they're trying to say that he really is. Basically, they're saying that he is covering up his tracks so that nothing leads back to him.
It's crazy though that all this they've been talking about on Bricc Baby online, saying that he riding, saying that he the cause of the RICO, saying that he did this, and then come to find out he's not even in the RICO. They saying.
But I've been saying in the beginning that Bricc Baby wasn't snitching on the RICO. He just had some ugly charges, and he's walking around mother chuckers knowing that he hot. So that's ugly.
If you want to know my opinion, I think that's the cap. I think Bricc Baby definitely inside of that RICO with Big U. I think they're trying to separate it for a reason. So when he get out, it don't look like he out because he on Big U case, but in reality, you know, whatever, bro.
Big Chuck said that he knew something was wrong because Bricc Baby is the only person that we ain't heard from. Bricc Baby loves to talk. Bricc Baby craves the attention on social media. So it feels weird that he haven't called no jumper yet. Loose Cannon is calling no jumper every day. This ain't like Bricc Baby because the Bricc Baby we know loves his 5 minutes of fame. Nobody heard.
See, here's the thing too. Now, 2 games for YouTube. This is what makes you corny. I love your content, bro. I got nothing but love for you, but this is what makes you corny, bro. Well, Bricc Baby should be calling into the. He's in a federal RICO, bro. So you and anybody else saying, well, Bricc Baby should be calling, like, bro, why would you want him to do that? If you were in the federal RICO, I would never advise you to call into nobody. First of all, you on a hot phone. You on a hot phone. That phone hotter than Bic lighters and metal spoons. That phone hotter than Bic lighters and metal spoons. That's hot. That's hot. You feel me? Trust me. That's hot. Why would you call into a podcast when you are being indicted for talking too much or watching other people be indicted for talking too much on podcasts? Why would you call a podcast? Oh, well, it's not like Bricc Baby. You've never known Bricc, but you dealing with Shitro. Bricc Baby.
Stop, not too.
He from 60s. That's who's in jail right now, not Bricc Baby. So that's not really the smartest thing to tell anybody to do while in that, bro. Like that's terrible advice. And a lot of people follow your content and follow your things. Don't put that kind of stuff out there, bro. Like, come on, my dude. Like, let's really think better than that.
Heard anything from this guy yet?
The smartest thing for him to do is to not say anything. That would be the smartest thing for him to do is to not say nothing about this. Be as absolute quiet about the situation as possible, especially while in jail.
Know in the comments if you believe that Bricc Baby got shanked up. If my boy did get shanked, then I want to send condolences to his.
So we actually have word from Bricc Baby. Because even from jail, the social media circus just doesn't stop. And it's amazing that even from jail, yes, Bricc Baby has very quickly and very rapidly responded to this. So with that being said, what's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Travis, I've been in TNN Trap News Network. You back in the same, like, cook cracking the same, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more. This good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge though you can't get in nobody's collegito, big dog. Tap in with that. Tap in. You feel me? You feel me? Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that Newsington you can usington. It's that knowledge though you ain't finna get in nobody's collegito, big dog. Tap in with that good. Tap in.
Remember we was on the
tapped in with that good. Tap in. Make sure you drop them comments because the best comment between now and 25,000 subscribers on this page, you'll get $100. Best comment between now and 15,000 subscribers on the new page, you'll get $100. So make sure you tap in with that if you want to tap in with that. You feel me? You feel me? And I need you to get into the new music, Man at the Garden freestyle. Please don't touch it got a body on it. Make sure you get into fairy tales. And I need you to get into all of that. Do you need to get into all that? I need you to get into all that. Bricc Baby Girl and Loose Cannon Girl are talking. Bricc Baby didn't get stabbed. There it goes. Let's get into this content. Without no further do's or don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go.
Hello. Yeah, girl. So you talked to him just now?
Yeah, I just talked to him. He literally just called me.
This is crazy. Why are people putting out false statements saying that he got stabbed?
Girl, this shit don't make no sense.
What did he say when you told him?
He was like, I don't know why you would believe that anyway.
Well,
you know him.
listen.
Like, yeah, but I'm like, no, that shit is scary.
It is scary.
Look at my lashes.
Girl, I ain't got none.
I'm crying.
I ain't got none. I've been crying too. You know.
No, I don't believe that Loose Cannon's girl been crying. For some reason, I just don't believe her. Bricc Baby Girl sounds very authentic. Very authentic. Loose Cannon's girl, I just don't. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. I feel like she's a flu flammer, skulldugger, and a larcener.
Shit is wild. As soon as I saw it, I was like, you know what? I gotta call you to make sure you good and make sure this is for real, because I'm not about to believe what I see on the internet. I need to, my heart felt.
My email and called me. He said,
"Oh, like the GTL message thing."
No, they get emails.
Oh, they do. Well, Cannon still hasn't been transferred yet, so I don't think he has that yet.
You get a whole email account. Not a whole email account, but you got to download this app,
Mm-hmm.
and then they have to send you a message to your email.
Well, I think that's what that GTL thing is then, because
maybe so.
Yeah, because Cannon got GTL
It's
thing
called,
too.
Let me see, what is it called?
Maybe it's a different service over there.
Core links.
Okay, yeah, I think it's like GTL, I guess, girl.
Oh, it might be. I don't know, but you know what? I think it is though, because he said in Vegas, when he was in Vegas, I think it was the same system he might have used or something like that.
All right, girl. I just wanted to make sure everything was good, because that shit was crazy that I saw that. I'm gonna put it out
He
that.
literally just called me 30 minutes ago.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put this out right now.
Okay.
As talking, and I'm gonna say this from the wives' mouths. That is not true, because at the end of the day,
I do want to thank God that ain't nothing happened to Bricc Baby. You feel me? But I said in the last video, if you would have watched it, a lot of y'all don't actually watch the videos. You just look at the title and then start making comments about what you think is true or false, and you clearly don't watch the video because your comment is idiocy in comparison to what's actually being said on the video tangibly. But I digress. That's neither here nor there. It didn't really make sense for Bricc Baby to have gotten, 1-2 step like Sierra. It didn't make sense. Like, it didn't blah blah. Now Loose Cannon, different story. But that's a different video. Go back and watch that. But it didn't make sense. I wasn't really like, you feel me? But either way it goes, man. Thank God that Bricc Baby is in fact safe. You know what I'm saying? While he's doing this certain situation.
we're not gonna put out narratives that people getting stabbed and all that. That's not cool, and we don't want to.
And that's what I thought. Like, he said, if Bricc Baby, something happened to Bricc, Loose doesn't stand a chance. And I was like, yeah. So hearing something happen to Bricc without hearing something happen to Loose Cannon first is what didn't make sense to me. The order of operation didn't make sense. It's crazy that they're still coming out with content even from jail. That is absolutely barnacles.
Even put that in the universe.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because it could get real.
No, that's real though. You know what I'm saying? God bless, I'm saying, Bricc Baby. And we thank God that ain't nothing like that going on with him.
So why even put that in the universe?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's sickening how far people will go for content.
Well, saying how far people will go for content when you know, you're talking to the girl who just had her man in the federal penitentiary who's on a RICO for talking too much on podcasts, calling in on podcasts, kind of doing too much for content. Hey, Pot, I'm Kettle. It's Black. We're both of us. Let's do it.
All right, girl.
All right, well,
Talk to you later.
okay, bye.
Bye.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Baby, I am in the middle of putting a breaking news situation. So, two things. They put out a story that Bricc Baby got stabbed twice today, just now, like an hour or so ago. So, you know, I call his wife, Kirsten, right away. I called her immediately. I said, hey, I just heard some crazy news. I just want to make sure you're okay. Is everyone okay? And she said, what do you mean? What are you talking about? I'm like, they said Bricc Baby got stabbed. She's like, what? She jumps up and she starts shaking. She's like, are you serious? She's like, but I talked to him about an hour or so ago. I said, I don't know how recent this is. I don't know if this is true, but you need to reach out to him.
Way to call that girl and put a panic in her life.
Make sure he's okay. She's like, all right, I'm gonna call you right back. And I guess she must have emailed him or messaged him, you know, like how the GTL thing is. And he calls her and tells her he's good. And she was like, oh my God. And so she hit me back and she's like, girl, it's not true. I said, wow.
A part of me wouldn't be surprised if they concocted this whole thing. I'm not saying they did. But with what we're seeing, would anybody be surprised if this is all still a part of these niggas running narratives and plays? And this is just now like the newest season of this situation. And we're still watching the same like BS reality show. What y'all think?
Wow. I said, that is crazy for people to lie like that. That's crazy for people to lie like that. Yes. So I'm about to release. I told her that I'm recording this and I'm going to put it out to stop the rumors and the false narratives that he was stabbed. She said, all right, cool. So I'm about to do that right now. And yeah, call me back, honey. All right. I love you. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
I don't know, man. A part of me just doesn't 100% believe. I don't know. Right now, my source really said that. I said, checking your people, make sure this is funny. I feel like even still, like, because they feel like they can run these narratives and still maintain off the YouTube monetization, so they're still running these plays. I'm not 100% because you niggas are really in jail, that's for sure. But like, I don't know, man. Red dots to the left. You know, it's sick that we even have to consider, like, is this a play, considering the, like, the seriousness of the situation. But red dots to the left, you know the rest. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. We gone. All right, chat. I'm out here, man. I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all be safe. Have a good night. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. Loose Cannon's gonna catch more in the fade with Big U down. That's been yeah, Loose Cannon's gonna have a hard time. Free Avenue Angel until he's free, man. We gone.